We were hopeless and we're hopeless now. But I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care. And I remember, yeah, I remember. Now, but I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care. And I remember, yeah, I remember. I remember. And I remember.
We could pack our bags tomorrow, leave all of our sorrows, see where all this road goes, maybe San Diego. Oh. Maybe San Diego. Oh. Roll down all our windows, just see where the wind blows. One leg out the window, sit like a flamingo. Oh. Sit like a flamingo. Oh. You can run and you can hide. You can look and try to find. Take a breath, open your mind. Take it one ride at a time. Take it one ride at a time. We got lost an hour ago. Where did all our time go? Where we are, no one knows. Maybe San Francisco. Oh. Maybe San Francisco. Oh. We could roll down all our windows, just see where the wind blows. One leg out the window, sit like a flamingo. Oh. Sit like a flamingo. Oh. You can run and you can hide. You can look and try to find. Take a breath, open your mind. Take it one day at a time. You can run and you can hide. You can look and try to find. Take a breath, it'll all be fine. Take it one ride at a time.
no other way when it comes to the truth. Keep moving on, you know you'll make it through. I'm so done, waiting here for you. I'm waiting here for
Mom, today sucked, I'm not feeling great. People all laughed and they call me names. Why's it so tough and the world so lame? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? This morning blue, I stayed up till 2. People stare at me like I'm trapped in a zoo. Why's it so tough and the world so lame? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? Some cash and a ride down to the arcade. Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? I'm down on my luck, am I good enough? I'm searching for trust, do I look too much? Why's it so tough and the world so lame? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? This evening blue had nothing to do but lay around with my thoughts of you. Why's it so tough and the world so lame? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? Some cash and a ride down to the arcade. Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade?
Alrighty. Friends.
You play what?
Yes.
Fuck 'em all, man. You want
Omaiwa testy yudu. Alright, I got my margarita.
Don't spill it.
Way down in Pina Colada Berg.
Yes, dude.
All right, so break up the Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, no Jimmy Buffet. All right, you know what? We're going to get this bad boy started, and we're going to get it started right. So I made some I'm going to read my notes exactly how I wrote them just 5 minutes ago. So,
solid.
Yeah, in the previous episode, oh man, I got to change up some light stuff here because this blue light is not doing well with my face right now. It's making me look like an absolute ghost. All right. Oh my god,
so
that's way too
it didn't
bright.
change anything.
I just saw you flashbang yourself.
Right. Oh my god. The white balance is all off on it, but that's unfortunate. All right, we'll figure it out later. Who cares? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need to, move back. Whoa, yeah, if I'm all the way back here, it's fine. Jeez. Okay, so, episode 29, The Dark Duchess. Notes. Off to the Dark D. Overland, going overland and avoiding Targos. Off in Tundra, hear footsteps. Is giant on mammoth. Big dragon descends from clouds. Giant chases mammoth. Or giant chases dragon. Find the Dark D. Climb aboard. Fight ice troll. Explore. Find dead captain. Kolra gets sword. Find treasure frozen. And kobolds in behind door. Find Thad's meds. Dig out treasure. Uh-oh, dragon.
Okay.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Why use many word when few word do trick?
The fuck is this? It's Texas second conductor. Oh my god, that's great. Yeah, what a weird thing that is.
No, it's perfectly
What a
logical.
strange accident that is, yeah.
Yeah, it's odd. Okay.
They
So
leave us
out
hints.
of the surrounding areas.
They leave us hints everywhere that Pokemon are real and just hidden in Area 51, but people refuse to see it.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy actually, he was guarding Area 51 on the raid day.
No fucking way. That's
Is that
sick.
buddy Naruto?
Did he get to
Yeah,
beat anybody with the buttstock of his rifle?
No, everybody was bitches
he was
and
manning
didn't
the
do
50
shit.
cal, but
Yeah, I
but
know.
no, the people were just standing around being idiots, and he just stood around, did nothing.
Yeah, did he get to clap alien cheeks like Neon said?
You know, he didn't tell me that part. I'm willing to bet that he did, and he just didn't tell me though.
Yeah.
That's the most likely story.
Yeah.
That's classified information.
That's yeah, that's classified.
That's the appropriate headcanon. Yeah.
Very
I'm not
classified.
going to tell you no that I did.
Oh, I just reset my game. I'm smart.
Good job.
GG.
Nice.
Just see you drop out.
Damn it.
Bye. All right, let's
My
fucking
truck
do
still
this.
Isn't even in roll 20.
God damn it.
All right, so where we last left off, though, was, yes, indeed, dragon. And that was because Demavan was atop side of the ship, while the rest of the party was excavating out the remainder of the shit underneath there. Also, Kolra, yeah, lols. Kolra, you also are attuned to the sword by this point. So, just as a reminder, you do have that now attuned to you. I think I put it in
I
here.
think I died.
What's up?
I think I died.
Why?
No, not yet.
We're
We
all
haven't started the
blind.
fight.
We can't see shit.
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Are you all blind? Weird.
Yeah, we all blind.
Mhm.
You know what?
Dragon blinded us.
No,
Did you-
it's contagious.
Thor just hopped
You
up.
know what's
He just
weird? I
blind.
think
They just blind.
Thor hopped up and he ran into one of my computers. And he was like,
Big Sick, everybody's vision got turned off for some reason. That's cool.
because
Roll
Dragon
20.
was mad.
Mhm.
Thanks, Roll20.
Yeah, our ping is the dragon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shows up and I'll just
It's
pretend
like,
to be blind like a bunch
feel
of
my
assholes.
wrath.
Oh, we're lost. It must
Oh
suck
wow, what
so
a terrible
much.
thing. I can't see anything.
I also do have a note here that we rescued a goat, and I need to make sure that goat survives.
Yes, there is a goat in the... There's a goat.
Yep.
It is there.
Yep, goat.
That is fact. There is.
There is a
There is-
goat. All right, so we pick up where we just left off. Demavan, descending from the clouds, you see a massive shape just kind of burst through the overhead dense cloud cover, leaving like puncturing a giant hole in it as its wings flap and descends downwards. What is your reaction?
It's like, oh. Fuck. Bad news, everyone. There's a dragon. Good news is blind.
So
There's also someone on it.
Yeah, you see there is a dark humanoid figure mounted on the back of the dragon.
But I also think he's dead, so I don't remember.
So you call out down to the hold. Folks down there definitely hear. All the treasure has been packed up in the bags and stuff like that. What is everybody's first reaction? What are you all doing down there? You can hear the wing beats descending.
I'm mercy killing Thad so he doesn't have to suffer from the dragon.
Yes.
What?
I feel like that would be Thad's
in the back.
exact. I feel like that would be Thad's exact reaction to somebody mercy killing him. It's just like, what?
Woo!
Ooh, respawn. All right.
All right. So, I mean, what is everybody doing down here? What's everybody doing in the hold? Demovan, you're just watching this thing descend.
All of the treasure, right?
Yes, you did. You were able to get through
all.
Yes, you were able to get through all 4 layers of the frozen
And
treasure.
we gathered a bunch of goodies.
Yes.
I think we already divvied that all up at the end of last session. I do have a gray bag of tricks, which I forget what it does.
It has fuzzy balls in it that
yes, fuzzy balls.
That Hyrokin also has a gray bag of tricks as well. So your gray bag buddies, they make fuzzy creatures.
Sack buds.
And a padlock.
You
for some
dump the
reason.
whole bag out and start running.
You have a padlock that you took off of one of the doors here.
Yeah, I'm keeping it as a weapon or something. I don't know. I have a reason for it. I just forgot. Anyways, we're still deep in where the loot stuff's happening.
You're one deck below the deck that Demovan is in. All you need to do is run up those stairs and it'll be topside.
Does a dragon look like it was attacked by a mammoth recently?
It looks like a fucking dragon, Thad.
Demovan, you look at the dragon flying. Look at the dragon getting closer and closer now, and it's one of those things where you're like, oh, that's a big bitch, as far away. Then you're like, oh no, it was really far away, and now it's getting closer and it's even bigger.
Can we judge how far away it is?
Right now it's Demovan can tell that it is about 200 feet away and closing quickly.
Oh, it's close.
I'd like to. My
Drop
homunculus can be up to 120 feet away from me. No, it can be further away from me. I can cast a spell through it at up away. I'd like to command my homunculus to move in that direction and meet it halfway. Or not, maybe not halfway, but like something.
Oh boy,
Basically
it's
run into it.
the 2 trains problem.
Yeah, no,
Let's start moving towards it.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So you wanted to start moving towards it. That's fine. Okay. Let me see. It's
But I don't want it to move further than 120 feet away from me.
Okay. Fair enough. You send it up topside.
Which-
Its wings, its wings buzz and its wings buzz and flap and goes up to the top. Meow. Flies up there. All right. Demovan jumps down into the hold.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything down here?
You go first.
No, go for it.
I was just asking, are the kobolds still here or did they run?
The kobolds have barricaded. You heard You heard the noise earlier of them barricading that door.
Yeah, they're probably
so
laughing
they-
right now.
They might have a way out of there though, like some tunnel system underneath or something. We don't know.
They also blocked their way in, so we won't be finding out.
Yes, I mean we could fuck around.
Let's not find
And
out.
find out.
I'm not in the business of.
There
finding
was.
out.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. Was there 2 or 3 decks below?
You're one
There's-
deck below. You're literally
Right
just
now,
one.
one. Yeah, and then the treasure bottom hold was one further deck down.
Nope. There's
Oh,
only
it's just-
there's
it's
just,
just one
there's just
deck?
the hold. Yeah, it's not a huge ship. It's just the hold, and then
okay.
go up the stairs. You're on the main deck. I did move you to another map looking thing, but that was only because it was the interior of the rooms off the main deck.
Are we supposed to be looking at the map now?
Are you not on the map?
No.
Do you not have vision? You do. have
Starting,
vision.
I'm on the opening title screen.
Wait, how?
You on the
How?
opening title screen.
Yeah.
I mean, you
can
can
split people.
you
Yeah.
can split people onto different things, but it's
I think it was
weird-
because it was in the midst of your reload.
weird. That's a new one to me.
Yeah, there I am, hiding in the dark.
Try
Yeah.
reload.
Okay, looks. Oh, there we are, and there's the goat. Okay, we're happy.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look around. Are there any? Since this is, let me. Two questions. One, knowing the ship's layout, are we likely below the ice level, or are we above the ice level still?
You're somewhere halfway in between. The ship was down in the ice, but it was a 10-foot leap to get up to the top deck, and so you're probably like right at ice level right now.
So our eye level is ice level.
Right up, yeah, right about there.
Does anyone know how to quickly Bugs Bunny tunnel through some ice?
I mean, we just spent a couple hours trying to get through some ice. It's not fast.
Definitely
That
not
was
fast.
I was like dragon magical ice or some shit.
Well, if
I
we
could
had
try-
that, why would we be dicking around here for hours on it?
I don't know. I could try to punch it.
I don't know how
So-
good punching it is going to be.
I don't think
is
it's-
blind though.
Oh,
How
not
close
the
is the
dragon. I was talking about the
dragon?
ice.
So speaking of that, you hear a
hovering.
loud, heavy crunch as the entire ship shifts over, lurches
Oh,
to
shit.
one side. You hear the ice cracking outside on the ice floe out in the ocean.
Oh,
You
that's
hear
not-
large,
Dragon.
heavy steps.
Where's my homunculus and the dragon?
I don't know. Can you see? You can't see through your homunculus.
I thought we were on the top of the deck.
You're not. You're still in the hold.
Yeah.
My demo man's up top.
Devin Van
Oh.
jumped down into the hold.
Oh, he did
Well,
jump down.
I was
Am
going to
I-
be the only person standing there.
Okay,
Apparently it's
am I
blind.
able to like peek through, or can I sense when my homunculus? Okay, hold on.
There's stairs. There's a
Well, I
stairwell
know-
right here that you could go and run up if you wanted to.
I would like to run up and just like peek over the edge.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Valhalla dies. Roll new character.
Oh god, I'm in jingly ass armor. Nice.
You dummy thick clap. Your ass cheeks are gonna give me away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like a fucking cat toy.
That was that advantage, right?
Nope.
Okay, well, whatever.
You peek
When
over
I
the edge.
sent
So
my
you
homunculus away, I would have done that. So.
no right. So you peek out over the edge, and as you do so, you can see a gigantic white dragon slowly making its way across the ice. Each footfall, its claws dig into the snow-covered, frigid earth and just kind of crack it. Your homunculus
How far
is
away
just
is it?
your homunculus is now floating roughly about 100 feet away from it.
From it or from me?
From it and from you. It's like right in the middle of the ice floe. Actually, let me.
Okay, because I want it to stay at 120 feet. You can go out to 120 feet. And then I want it to just like, as the dragon gets closer, I want it to start like around the dragon in its little ear clavicles. And then
And it's what?
Here, cloacas.
ear cloacas.
Shoulder ears.
And then I want to see.
Okay, I'm bringing you over to a map.
Oh god.
Before we go, did we ever get the name of the dragon from like the kobolds or anything?
No, they never said anything.
Could I ask them for the dragon's name before we go?
Yeah, it's like you run over to the door. What do you do? Just straight up ask them?
Pardon me, little friends, but I couldn't help but notice that it appears that a curator of certain wares aboard this ship has returned. What might their name be?
They say there's a kind of a clattering as it seems that the kobolds in the little hold are like falling over each other. You can almost hear them clapping in excitement, jumping up and down. They start singing a little song, and you catch the name Arvietres. You try to pronounce this thing because I sure as hell am not.
Yeah,
It's in the chat. We played this game.
we did play this game last week.
Arvietres.
Arveatrus.
They
Alright.
basically are singing.
She's
back! She's back! Arvietres is back! You're gonna die! Yeah.
Very good then. Thank you so much. I do
And
take
hold
care
on.
now.
Can I cast Fireball through the keyhole? I don't have Fireball, but I wish I did.
All right, so y'all are down here on this far side of the map. Is it all
It's all dark.
God fucking damn it!
Uh-huh.
Why does this
make map daylight?
I see like shadow. Like I see.
Oh,
I
'cause it's
see
not
the ship.
No, why?
Yeah.
Well,
Like the
Crick
shadow
should be emitting light.
I should. Oh yeah, I've got a sword. That's right. Hey.
I also apparently have 120 foot or 300 foot dark vision, so you know.
Yeah.
Once
I
again,
mean, it is still
sees all.
daytime, right?
Yeah.
It's not like the sun hasn't set, right?
correct. It is still later. It's still what sun? It's still later in the day. Let me give a little bit more.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Let me give a little bit more vision on this bitch. Dynamic lighting on daylight mode.
Yeah, so it's like dark vision basically.
Oh, yeah. Later in the
I mean,
day,
fuck
in the
it, we'll
far
just do
north,
this.
it's like 2 p.m.
Oh, there we go. No, that's why. This is what we need. Boom.
Yep, there you go.
Nice, I see my homunculus now.
All right,
see the
and in the
dragon.
distance,
Oh, there's the dragon.
you see the dragon.
I found the dragon, guys.
You're a
So
little
the
bit
dragon is
snowed
walking slowly across the ice. As I said, its claws digging in. You can hear it cracking and creaking, and you can almost feel the ship shifting as the flow of ice kind of manipulates with each step of this huge, heavy, gigantic beast. You watch as its head is like swaying side to side. You can almost see its nostrils flaring, sniffing.
Oh.
Maybe we should hop off the back and sneak away in that direction.
Yeah,
That
I
was
think
just nodding.
we should try to do that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Be nice and quiet, like.
slowly climb down the side of the ship.
I smell warm flesh and hear the panic of beating hearts. Ready your spells, Malferond. We have uninvited guests.
Nope, we do not hear that or smell that. We are leaving now.
All right, this thing begins
I would-
this thing begins to bound forward a little bit quicker. It starts to move faster.
Can I make a stealth check?
I
for
would
my
like
heart?
to pull the out of the bag of tricks. I would like to grab the badger and set it loose on the deck.
Okay, you know,
An
well,
acoustic distraction.
let me look it up because the bag of tricks is not always a badger. It's a roll.
Okay,
So
I just
let's
had it
see
in
what
my-
it's gonna be.
Oh,
Okay.
when I see you do that, I want to, since I have one now too, I'm gonna duplicate. We'll put 2 distractions out. I'll toss
So you have
one
a
as well.
you have a gray bag of tricks. Okay, both of you roll a d8.
Okay.
Okay, let's roll for Badger. What the? Chibi, get off my keyboard. What the fuck?
Cat.
And
Seven.
lo and behold, Hyrokin, you throw the fuzzy little ball into the deck, and it rolls and rolls and rolls along the frigid, frozen wood, and then suddenly, 4 feet pop out, and a little striped head. You got a badger.
Hell yes.
Summon Badger.
All right. So Thad, you immediately do the same thing with your bag. You pull out a little fuzzy ball, throw it onto the deck. It rolls, starts to expand. It gets bigger, bigger, bigger. Suddenly, a furry tail pops out of one side of it. Then you see 4 paws, zoop, zoop, zoop. Then a snout, and then poink, 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 poink. Rows of jagged, gnarly teeth. And then poink, poink, 2 ears as suddenly a dire wolf appears on the deck.
I probably should have read the bag, but is it gonna listen to me or is it looking hungry?
It takes the badger and runs off.
I was about to say. All right, the creature is friendly to you and your companions, and it acts on your turn, so you command it.
Okay, so if we're not in a turn order, looking around, which way was we're like behind us to? Oh, god damn it, Chibi! Sorry, she just restarted my game again. Okay, so
Dude, this
back
is
towards the.
have her on the desk. You gotta be mean dad and throw her off the desk.
No, she's being cute. Anyways, so the shore's behind us, like the stern of the ship, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So this thing has landed. Luckily, this thing has landed the opposite side of the ship from your transportation.
Okay. All right. Fluffy, you're gonna run to the north. Go fast. Don't get
The
eaten.
dire wolf looks to you, looks over to the badger, looks back
No.
to you, gives you a whimper.
No. Okay, wait, hold on. I have something for you. No badger, but I can give you.
I take the badger with him.
No. I'll have the badger I commanded to just make a scene and make as much noise as possible and try running away.
In the other direction. Yeah.
Yeah, the badger
Not
gives
towards
you
our
a
transit.
salute. The badger gives you a salute and starts just making like honey badger noises, like
Could I?
fucking jumps up to the
Also-
prow of the ship, goes running up to like the figurehead, and just starts doing a dance up there.
Yeah, don't eat
As
that.
much smell as possible.
Fluffy, it's way too cute. You can't eat it. Just run to the north. We shall meet again, friend.
The wolf gives you stands up on his hind legs and gives you a fist in the air in acknowledgement, and then
How does it do that?
no, it doesn't
Very
stand
carefully.
up. It just does the what is it? Fan.
Like the paw. Paw.
It's this. There we go. Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah!
So
Movie is so good.
That's
weird.
great.
So the dire wolf nods its head in acknowledgement, gives you a low growl, and then leaps off the deck of the ship, lands on the ice, and starts running.
All
Across the
right,
ice to the
friends.
north.
We should probably try to shuffle on out of here now.
The
So
badger
typing in
seeing
honey
the
badger.
the badger
Just
seeing
with
the
honey.
wolf running, jumps on top of the back of the wolf, rides it like a mighty steed, off into the sunset. Badger on wolf.
That worked swimmingly.
The dragon now is coming very, very quickly. Crix or Valhana or Demovan right now, or even Kalis, is there anything you want to be doing? Because this thing is very, very quickly approaching the homunculus.
I would
to be
like-
running the other direction.
I
Yeah.
would like to have the homunculus.
Well, no, not for you, not yet. I'm just waiting for I want other people to have input. I know.
And don't ask me.
I didn't.
You absolutely did.
Oh, dang
You
it.
said Val.
Cholera, Kalis,
Cholera,
Crix.
yeah.
Cholera, Kalis, or Crix.
I wanted to go down the back and run.
Okay, so you're heading down to the back of the ship. You slide off down onto the ice, landing there, and start
Stealthily,
to...
though.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Sneakily. I'm so sneaky.
So stealthy with all that light.
Yeah, true.
He's blind. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
it's blind, yeah.
Blind.
Gotta move silently.
Oh shit! Actually, stealthy.
Very good. Okay. Cool.
Jingle jangle, here comes your boy.
Kalis left in the middle of the deck.
11.
What are you doing?
Wait for me.
Get in the lamp, old man.
Someone put him in the lamp.
Yeah. Come on, Gramps. We're going.
Just imagine like Cholera trying to force him back into the lamp, like one fistful of Kalis at a time.
I can dig it. Okay, so you're over the edge, Kalis. All right, Cholera, anything you'd like to do before you abandon ship?
Cholera's still distracted and just kind of following Val around from
Okay.
last time.
Yeah, Valhana has her eyes on the homunculus, just waiting, basically, like eyes trained on into the distance as this large thing starts jumping and lolloping its way towards you. It's kind of like doing that awkward thing where it's like running, but its wings flap and it kind of takes off for a few feet and lands back on the ground. You watch as it like crashes through an iceberg that it didn't see. Just busts through it with its chest. Hirokin, are you standing aboard deck or are you bailing?
Oh, I'm gonna start bailing for sure.
Okay, so over the edge as well. Alrighty. Valhana, you see as this thing is now right in front of your little buzzing homunculus. It's just like this crazy shot of this massive giant white dragon. Its head like 5 times the size of this little homunculus. Its little tiny flapping wings just right in front of its nose.
I want it to fly in around its head in its little ear cloaca and get distracted by it and be annoyed by it.
Okay.
And then I want to see what happens, and then I have a plan.
Alright, it immediately, as soon as it sees this buzzing thing, you immediately can tell that it
I see it.
no, as soon as this buzzing thing is around its head, you notice that its head snaps and looks at it. It's not blind, it just has really bad vision.
Well, that makes things a whole lot
Okay.
worse.
Then And what does it do?
It bites it.
Great. I want it to let it bite it and
A
fly
27
into its
to hit it.
big ass mouth.
Boy.
I would like it to no, but I want it to fly into its mouth, into
All right,
its
have
throat.
your homunculus give me a dexterity check.
Like I want it to, as it's biting, just go.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Very wow, what a roll. Okay, yeah, natural 19
Nice.
plus 2. So the homunculus definitely dodges the rows of razor sharp teeth and dives into the mouth as this dragon's jaws open up and close around it. What do you do?
Then I cast web.
Web? Oh my god.
Holy shit.
It fills a
You're
20
gonna
foot
kill this
cube.
dragon with cotton candy. Let's go.
It's like
If-
biting into a cattail.
It fills. It's a cube, a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
From the point, so the homunculus basically in its throat casts a 20-foot cube. I'm not looking for this to kill it. I'm basically looking for this to be uncomfortable as fuck.
Got peanut butter all up
And
in his
to
mouth.
Oh yeah.
You know that-
doing that dog thing for a little and distracting enough.
You
to
know, a
let
dragon
us
getting
get
its throat stuck with a whole bunch of sticky white stuff. I think I've seen this before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad dragon.
Maybe they'll enjoy it. I don't know.
Refer to the
Either
picture
way.
I just sent in Discord.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So you
So
the others who are down on the other side of the ship, so the rest of the party is down on the far side of the ship. Kolra and Valhalla still up top. The rest of the party hears awful sound, like this, like the sound of nails on a chalkboard, but just crashing and cracking as this dragon comes to a grinding halt. You hear like as Kolra and Valhalla watch as the dragon rears up like a horse, and just slams down the ground. It coughs. Across the ice shoots the homunculus. Pew! Just like fucking sliding like a hockey puck. Pew! You hear a loud thunk as it hits the side of the ship in a crumpled mass of metal and wings.
oh no.
We have to go.
The dragon it takes its head like up in the sky and goes and launches its cold breath into the air.
Nice. He's combating global warming. What a nice guy.
You watch as a gout of icy blast launches into the air in a 90-foot cone. Just like it's a shower of like hail and shards as it comes down onto, like, kind of arcs up and comes down on the ship, not dealing any damage to you as its main kind of like force of it is dissipated as soon as it hit the air. But you watch as strings of frozen webbing start cascading down through the sky.
Oh my. Snow
Go
confetti.
go 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 go
Yeah,
go go
Run,
go.
run, run, run.
Yeah,
As
I
the
haven't rolled
dragon-
stealth, but do I need to?
Well, it's now quite distracted as the dragon lands back down
Alright,
on all
fucking
fours,
run.
shaking its head,
Go, go, go.
taking its claws and like pulling at its mouth, trying to get the webbing out from its jaws and its chin. You watch Kolra, who is the last one aboard the top of the ship, as the figure.
I imagine Kolra, you would have probably followed. Jumped on shit.
Well, if you look behind your shoulder, you watch as the body on top of the dragon slides to the side and slides off and just hits the ground. It does not move. It's still stuck in the position of like riding a
like-
saddle.
Like frozen in rigor mortis, something. That looks like.
I think it's literally frozen.
The dragon suddenly coughs one more time, cranes its head back over towards its shoulders and its body, and lets out a scream as it sees the saddle is empty. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Please, Sam, should we turn around and help him?
Meltheron,
Nope.
where are you? Meltheron, get back up! Get back! just like starts
Wait, so
pawing
she's
at the
struggling.
ground.
He's so sad, guys. Homunculus.
What do you want to tell him?
Interlopers! I promise I will not hurt you if you help me bring the Methalon back upon my shoulders.
Insight check.
Insight
Wait,
check.
I heard that.
I'm convinced.
Go ahead.
Dragons are good for their word, right?
Yep, I believe him.
Ooh, look at these rolls, though.
No, just a normal. Oh wow, you guys are doing whoever's trying to insight, go ahead and give me that insight.
Yeah, that's something.
I
Thad
reckon
would
just
do.
believe
I did not mean to post that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, Thad.
It's all coming together
Thad
now.
sees fucking everything sometimes.
It's
The
just,
truth cannot hide.
it's just like this red yarn, this ethereal red yarn is connecting between the dragon and ourselves.
the slug hood on Thad's head. The stalks perk up like little antennae, like little satellite dishes.
Wait.
Oh, that thing is lying through its web-filled teeth.
I would not
As
trust
soon
it.
as you get close and you help it get its little like rider back on its shoulders, it's gonna snatch you up like a nice little morsel, like a quick snack.
Let's help it, guys.
The big lizard's lying. Let's keep going. Don't feel bad for it. It's bad.
Okay.
I feel bad for it, but I also don't trust it.
He has
Don't
little
feel bad.
kobold friends to keep him company. We're
The
fine.
kobolds
Yeah,
are
they
getting,
can help. They can help.
You hear
Guys,
little,
help him.
He's
you
trying
hear
to
a
eat
little
us. Why do you feel
you hear a
sympathy?
scabbering sound from the side of the ship as you see a little frozen snout or snow-covered snout poke its way up from a hole in the ice.
What?
She's gonna eat you! She's gonna get you!
I
You won't.
No,
cast
you gotta
Sacred
help her
Flame
find her.
on the snout.
Ah!
You suit the snoot.
I suit the snoot,
You
yes.
singe the snoot. All right, let me just post some little homies. Where are the homies? Little homies, there they are. All right, so one of them pops its little snout up. Little dexterity save from that kobold. It
Is my
fails.
homunculus dead?
Your homunculus is a crushed heap. Yes, it is dead.
Okay.
All right.
You can make another. We need to go.
I know.
So that burns it severely, and it screams and yelps in pain. Oh, God damn it! And burrows back into the little hole. You see the snow fall in on top of it. All right. The war wagons are out in front of you, along with the sleds.
Go, 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 go.
Buttercup, you're gonna have to do some
run to
running.
the other side of the ship.
Okay, Kohler runs to the other side of the ship. You look over the edge. You can see this dragon still like pawing at the ground, like awkwardly trying to pick up this frozen figure. It like gets it in one of its little claws, tips it over. It literally just spins across the ice like a curling what is it, like a curling stone? Just like it just ricochets off one or two like big pieces of heavier, harder ice, and the body, this frozen body of this figure is just spinning now slowly in a circle.
Everybody grab a broom. Let's go make that thing go flying.
Kohler, you
Can't
watch as
catch up to it.
Kohler, you watch as two of the kobolds appear from the other side of the ship out of another hole. And they sniff the air and they look out into the distance and they start running towards the dragon.
Ignoring them, I jump off and I collect the remnants of the
All right.
homunculus.
Yeah, so you pick it up. The outer kind of metallic shell of this thing falls apart in your hands. The filigree wings are completely crushed and destroyed. And as you pick it up, it all kind of just disintegrates in your hand. But in your palm, you have a small glowing gem.
The soul.
I
it and
grab
become
whatever I
two.
can.
Okay.
And get the fuck out.
All right, so
I'll
great-
drift the wagon like up to the side of the ship.
All right. You drift the wagon to the side of the ship. Crix and I'm assuming Crix and Thad are in one of the sleds.
Yep.
Valhalla, are you trying to drive the other sled? Because usually Kolra drives that sled.
I'm keeping a keen eye out for Korra and be like, guys, where the fuck did Korra go? Where the hell is Korra? Korra! And I'm not trying to yell because I know there's a big ass dragon, but I know he's distracted. But I also Korra, and I will probably try to manage to wrangle it until I find her.
All right, so Valhana gets in the sled. You look around the corner. You look to the north, Valhana, and you can see in the distance. You're now not really on this map. You guys are off to the side. About 50 feet away from you, at the front of the prow of the ship, you see Korra kind of slipping and sliding, running around on the ice with something in her hand.
Can I guide the sled that
Yeah, give
way?
me an animal handling check. Nailed it. Natural 19. So you who would you like to be your warg right now? In this case, the two.
Who? What?
Slobber or Poots?
Is it Slobber or Poot?
Poot, for sure.
So Poot cranes its head back to you. What do you say to him?
Poot. That's how you do it, right? I've never done this.
He nods. The warg nods its head, gives a and just grinds its claws into the ice, pulls the sled forward. Take the reins, guiding it towards the prow of the ship. Korra, you see Valhana coming, just looking absolutely out of place, driving the sled like with his slobbering warg at the front of it. It's about to pass right by you. You ready to jump on?
Oh, yeah.
All right, give me a dexterity or acrobatics check. Athletic or acrobatics.
I believe in you.
All right. It's not pretty. It's not pretty, but it's just basically almost like that cartoon where Korra is just like standing there and just the sled comes zooming past her. She just puts out an arm and just like yoink out from the side. It's like I don't know. You're just like trying to catch a subway train that's moving at like 50 miles an hour, and just by jumping on the side of it, fucking India, New Delhi style. All right, so Korra jumps on board. Hyrokin and Kalis and Demavand are on the Polar Express. Thad and Crix running along on the other warg wagon, pulled by Slobber. You watch in the distance as you're leaving the scene of the ship. You can see that the two kobolds are like pushing and holding the body of this frozen individual up, and one claw puts it back on the saddle. The two kobolds struggle up there, kind of tighten some things. The dragon turns its head, but not towards you both, or not towards the wagons that are hauling ass in the other direction, but to the dire wolf and the badger, who are standing atop a little iceberg hill. Badger on the back of the dire wolf stands there triumphantly, points at the dragon. The dire wolf nods its head, and they charge towards it.
I give them a salute.
It's single tear for the fallen.
Here.
Yeah.
The dragon raises its head. You can see its nostrils flare as it sniffs the air again and turns towards the charging animals. And we just get that last scene as you guys charge off into the dim light of the colossal beasts, with two kobolds hanging off the side of it for dear life as it lopes across the ice towards the charging dire wolf and badger as they valiantly defend the party.
Fucking Spartans at the Thermopylae. Jesus.
All right.
They shall be remembered in song.
Too bad we don't have a bard in the party.
Too bad we don't have anyone with a positive charisma in the party.
What do you mean? I'm a warlock, bitch.
+1 positive charisma.
Whoa,
Stay your lamp, old
throwing out
man.
numbers, random voice in my head.
All right, so the party is at leaving the Dark Duchess, making their way across the frozen ice ice fields of the Sea of Moving Ice, leaving that ship in the background. With Valhana feeling pretty good at the helm of the warg wagon that she's piloting. Korra, we get a chance just to have the camera reflect on you as the dark looming shape of the Dark Duchess frozen in ice disappears into the gloom of the Icewind Dale evening.
It's dark again, just so you know.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Son of a.
I would also, as a quick reflection, like while Val's kind of got a handle with Poot, I'm just gonna be talking to Poot, and basically like, by the way, when I said Poot Poot, it was kind of like a pun on toot toot, and like choo choo, motherfucker, like that was the verb part of it, and then your name, so it was kind of like a pun. So I'm glad you understood that because that was gonna be really, yeah.
You're just lucky he didn't live up to his name when you asked him to do that.
A big like globule of slobber makes its way off the face of the warg and just shoo, through with the wind just splats on Valhana's face.
I'm gonna, take that as a I love you too. Mm-hmm. Poop, poop, poop.
Okay,
And I'm just
Cora-
like talking to Poot.
Yeah, so Cora, as you hear Valhana just idly chit-chatting with your warg who's panting and pulling the sled, is there any just kind of like final thoughts that you have, or how is Cora reacting right now, leaving the Dark Duchess behind in the sea?
She probably has like a conflicted look, but eventually she gives a salute and then just kind of settles into the seat on facing forward.
Yeah, and at your side you have the Cutlass, your former captain. Finally have taken it and rescued it from the ship, the last kind of treasure. The rest of the treasure jangles in Valhana's bag of holding. So, as it turns into what is the evening, you're making your way back out across the ice, and it seems that there is not the dragon is not on your tail. Looking back, you don't see it pursuing you. It seems that for the time being, you have eluded it. As the sense of urgency leaves, you all can catch your breath. You find yourself back in the tundra, leaving the sea of moving ice behind you, but it is nearly pitch black, as it is nighttime here in Icewind Dale.
I can't see shit.
Oh,
I'm
God.
not convinced you can see anything in the first place.
Speaking
Who
of
are
poot
you?
poots,
I can't do anything.
Sisu just ripped ass in this room. What the fuck? I'm having a cat catastrophe over here.
Should have just left it at catastrophe.
Well, cat ass gas.
Having a cat.
Cat ass trophy.
Yep. Yeah, all right.
Is that a furry thing?
Probably.
Disturbing.
Do you think
How
it's
far are we?
time to pull over and-
Yeah, how far? We have to cross a fair bit to get back still, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get this thing so you guys can see it, but
Okay.
It's the furry equivalent of a trophy wife.
Yeah. Cat ass trophy.
So confused as to why this decides to absolute fucking, or why they decided that this was a good idea to. Well, I guess it happened in the other games too, right?
Yeah, it's just the.
Yeah, one of my maps just got completely fucked.
Yeah. So you just have to redo all of the everything.
Yeah, for some reason they turned on only my auto roll damage or something. Or did that happen for everyone?
Oh, it did. I manually
happens
gone to turn off.
Well, I have to do it every
randomly.
time now. Fuck.
It's like, I think there's something to do with cookies that's fucking with that.
Maybe.
That's my only thought.
Time to move on to Foundry.
Nah.
I've put too much money into Roll20 to move on.
Yeah, but Foundry is just a one-time deal. Well, there's no more 5e tools if that's what you're salty about.
Oh yeah, I guess that was what I was salty about. So yay. Well,
There
technically,
is. It's just
dead.
It still exists. It's just a different domain.
not showing up for you guys. I'm actually like weirded out by the fact that this app decides to not have light. Maybe
It
just
also
take dynamic
sounds-
lighting off.
Maybe.
There you go. That's why.
Hey.
Didn't need dynamic lighting. And one, you guys are far too big.
Also, it sounded like the 5e tour thing from what I was
large.
reading isn't actually to do with Wizards of the Coast. It has to do with their host
Host.
website.
but which could be Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, that's possible for sure.
Yeah, because a lot of times the takedown stuff doesn't happen with. They already know that a lot of times, like if there's no actual like way to contact the people who. It's like a shadow thing, right? Like there's no real context. You can't be like, hey, I'm like 5etools@gmail.com. Please cease and desist. But they can easily just be like, hey, GoDaddy or whatever website domain it is that maintains it. Like, take this down. They're violations. They'd be like, okay, because GoDaddy is just like, no, we don't want to be in violation. See ya. Like,
yeah,
they have no lead to it. All right, this is where y'all are. You're still up here. You did not. It actually, you spent quite a bit of time on the Dark Duchess. Excavating and taking out all that treasure took you around 4 hours.
That's right. That's why the tracking game back.
Yeah. So getting through a lot of ice was an hour per layer, which gave the dragon enough time to return. But good job escaping. You are now back in the tundra. It is now nighttime. It is probably you're all feeling exhausted and tired. The animals are sounding like they are hungry, and now after that hard sprint that they did out of the away from the ship, it seems that they're looking for a rest as well.
So do we head back to Bryn Shander and get... I'm doing the wrong voice. Do we head back to Bryn Shander and get Thad the cure, or do we head straight to Revel's End and then go back to Bryn Shander after?
First, we should probably find an alcove or something to
Yeah,
throughout the night.
We have this war wagon here that the dragon comes looking for us. It's not going to be too hard to find. So,
but the dragon won't be able to see it.
It could run into it. You seem to have a good sense of smell.
It's also like a flight risk. You have to put like a little orange buoy at the top so low flying vehicles won't run into it.
And also, as far as where we go next.
Alcove.
Also, just as a reminder, you are awaiting the silver bullets to hone in a favor for y'all to get into Revel's End.
Right, and yeah, we should also, as we say, skirt around the outskirts of Targos and head back to Bryn Shander. Got to get this old slug out of me.
Yeah.
All right, so then back to Bryn Shander first thing in the morning.
Yup.
Right. So, during you circle the wagons. It's very easy to find kind of like a high hill, obviously covered in snow, able to get some cover in a valley. And even who would want to roll a survival check for me?
Oh no.
Me.
I'll do it.
Whoever wants to.
I think Crix has the servant lay.
Oh well, Crix and Kolra both keep an eye out.
I'd be good at that.
Yeah, Crix and Kolra both are keeping an eye out as you're kind of slowing down for the evening. You find yourself in a nice snowy valley, high hills to either side, and then in the dim light, it's the kind of the filtering from out of the torches on the wagons and the sleds. You actually are able to find a small cave. Doesn't seem to be filled with snow. Kind of peek your head in there. You don't see any remains of bodies or carcasses or anything like that. It's unoccupied. Seems like a good place to stay for the night.
That'll do.
We never get this lucky.
Scanning for fucking
don't jinx it.
Cameras for the prank show.
All right, I'm gonna go crack open a cold one and give some of this old deer meat to the boys. I'll be back in the cave.
I thought we ran out of those.
No, there's one
well,
left.
Look, there's a convenient 6-pack right here. Oh.
So yeah, Thad, you scramble up on top of the war wagon. Take the last of the frozen reindeer off there. It's looking pretty sad at this point. Like super frostbitten. It's got freezer burn. It's like the back of the freezer find where you're just like, what do I eat for dinner? Just like a piece of steak that was in a small Ziploc bag back there that's just looking real sus, but you're hungry.
I'll just keep snapping off pieces and tossing them down to Slobber, Poot, oh no, where's the bear's names?
Cup.
Buttercup and Burn.
Mm-hmm. quality.
Yeah, yep, there you go. Just don't look at the expiration date. Yeah, enjoy that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you also do have a shit ton of meat in the back of the wagon. You literally have a meat wagon behind the war wagon.
I know it looks good in the meat wagon, but we got to work through the things that are about to go bad first, so we don't waste them. Here you go.
Give you a grumpy look, snort a bit, and then start chewing. Basically, like they have like meat otter pops, basically, because they're just like they're just gumming and chewing on these pieces of frozen elk meat frozen reindeer meat until they thaw, and they're able to actually start like chomping and tearing off pieces of the flesh and the good stuff there. Crunching on bones and licking the marrow out of things. They're happy though. Once they kind of get to it, food is food for them. So they, after a long hard run from the Duchess, the animals get settled in. They kind of do the dog walking around in their bed type of thing. All of them, as they just kind of go all thwomp down together in a big mass of sweat, slobber, and stinky fur. Out in the outside, as you kind of make your way into the cave, you can just hear them. You can just hear these animals. It's a cacophony, almost like a small symphony of them snoring, farting, yawning, and burping, all kind of in chorus. It's a little bit beautiful.
Nature is healing.
Yeah, one of the bears just lifts its leg and just lets a fucking massive fart out.
They resemble Thad more and more every day.
It's glorious, isn't it? Actually, I'll look at the roof of the war wagon's now free of meat, right? So it's open. It's flat top.
There's just like some bits and pieces of frozen reindeer hair that were stuck on the roof.
I'm gonna brush it all off the top, clean it up a bit, look down to the guys at the cave. Yeah, we don't know if the dragon's gonna come, so I'll keep watch from up here to start before we go to sleep. And I'll swap out whoever wants to take the next.
You plop down on your butt, keeping watch. You feel Masco crawl out from the fur around your neck, plops down next to you, imitating you, keeping watch as well.
Good form, Masco. You're doing good.
After we get things set up, Ora would find Val and just kind of... so, I was a little distracted back there, but I did catch what you did, and while I couldn't recover everything, I did find this, and I hand out the crystal.
Yeah. Polra puts a small, glowing crystal, gem-like crystal, in the palm of Valhana's hand.
I'm looking at some things.
Yeah, Valhana, you know that this is it's the core.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, I that's not what I'm worried about. I know that.
Okay.
I mean, I had grown very connected to my homunculus, and appreciate its servitude, and this means a lot. It's like getting the ashes of like your dog or something in a little trinket. And it's legit. That's like how I feel. Scuzz was just like, damn. I don't think you guys can hear that.
It got pretty deep.
But like she kind of has that like her eyes are watering and she's just holding it close and she's holding it tight, but it's one of those like oh fuck, what's the Telltale Games, like Val will remember this moments. And I don't say anything else, but just kind of look at Cora and my, eyes watering and just kind of like a puppy dog, like like she's about
Cora
to
looks extremely
break,
awkward.
Yeah. Was that like she's about to break into tears and just like, but she knows it would make Cora really uncomfortable, so she's like
Cora just kind of Okay, let me go get the mead first. And then goes and gets the good mead that was taken earlier. And then moving away from the group, just as an assumption of Val being loud. And then kind of gives a signal of, okay.
To the group or to Val?
To Val, like okay, let emotions be a thing.
And emotions go.
Laura probably downs most of the bottle within the night.
Meanwhile, Buttercup just lets out a big old fart outside.
Yes.
Hyrokin would be. Would this be in secret, or would everyone be hearing Val break down?
Oh, absolutely. Probably hearing Val break down.
Like the acoustics of the cave.
That was
I
the
don't know.
whole reason Calder moved away was so it was less loud.
It's loud enough that you can still hear it from like outside for sure.
Hiroki would definitely come over. Now there, Val. It's okay. We'll get you a new homunculus with racing stripes and tinsel on the handlebars. It'll be okay.
Immediately stop. I immediately stop and I turn, and there's like a fervor in my eyes, just like, I don't need a new homunculus. That's like offering someone a new dog when their dog just died. That's the worst thing to do.
Immediately, Cora stands up, pats Hirokin on the shoulder, and says, "Good luck," and walks off.
You have handed it off.
Yeah, I think if you see Demoman just looking around the cave, every now and then he'll accidentally glance at Val and immediately look like he's fucking wounded, and then look away really quick.
Oh. The literal catching feelings.
Yeah, they accidentally eyes fall in the wrong spot and stomach just drops. Oh god, no, don't do that.
Alright, so
that reminds me of an episode of Futurama.
Yeah, Valhalla holds the heart of her, what is basically the heart of her homunculus in her hands as she deals with that loss. Those who went back into the cave, it's nice, and it's a pretty spacious cave, enough room for everybody to find a place to lay down. Who's in the cave right now?
I imagine I'd be in the cave.
Right, yeah.
Probably completely oblivious as to why Velhana seems to be upset.
Yeah. Crix, give me a perception check.
Yeah. Perception.
Oh, your fucking lizard eyes scan the room, scan the cave. Almost,
cameras.
Yeah, I was about to say you could almost see the robotic scan lines of analyzing. The cave is pretty empty. It's really nice looking. It's nice as a cave can be. But the first thing that you notice is in the back corner, in one of the darker sections, as you hold your glowing reindeer horn sword up, you can see what looks to be a small, almost what looks to be an altar, and then upon closer look, it looks like a small house.
I approach the small house.
Okay. You approach it, and you, as you get closer, your light bathing over it, kind of seeing a little bit of the interior. You see a small head poke out. Little masked head.
It's a Chewinga.
And you see two more poke out, and then you look and you can see there's actually a winding crack that goes further back in the cave that your light didn't see until you got closer, and there's almost kind of like a miniature cliffside village of Chewinga homes in the back of this cave. They all poke their head out curiously, looking out around the corners. You see the equivalent of a smaller child Chewinga poke its little head out, and the larger Chewinga pushes the kid back inside.
I think we found their capital.
As soon as you speak, they all kind of there's that immediate whoosh as they all retreat back into the little houses.
I'm just gonna like sit down in front of them and just kind of meditate.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
yeah.
like put out candles, like a good 8-ish feet away.
Sure. Cool.
I'd planned on doing that anyways, so might as well do it where they can be curious about me and maybe bestow blessings upon me or some shit. I don't know.
They
We'll see.
You sit down. You take out the candles. What do you do with the glowing sword that you have? Lay that to the side or something?
Yeah, just probably lay it to the side. Like all my equipment would just be laid to one side.
Yeah, organized off to the side. So yeah, you sit back there. You begin your meditation. As the night grows cold outside, but in here it seems to be nice and warm. It's like a decent temperature. Kalis, what are you up to?
Just avoiding the cold.
Right. Well, the warmth of the cave feels nice. As you
goody.
walk in, you look in the back and you can see Crix sitting back there, kind of laying out his stuff on one side, putting the candles out, lighting them with his spells. And he sits down and lets out a deep breath, kind of enters, and you can hear his breath like going in and out, and you can recognize it as him going into a sort of meditative trance or meditation mode.
I'll just watch you all sleep then.
All right, you're able to find a nice kind of comfy corner where the rocks are not too pokey and post up there. Alrighty, well, the night goes on. Those who head inside and find space to lie down and maybe make a fire and eat some grub. It's uneventful. Thad, your watch goes without problem. Keep your eyes on the sky, on the cloud-covered darkness, bits of snow falling upon your cloak and on Masco's cloak. But by the time your watch is over, the top of the formerly reindeer-covered war wagon is now covered in a thin layer of snow, and there is no dragon in sight.
All right, we've done our job, Masco. Let's go into the cave and take a nap.
So I'll climb on down, gather up Masco, and go in. Just check whoever's next. I forgot if we had discussed. I don't think we determined.
No, it's okay. So the next person, the watches go without incident.
Okay.
But as you go inside, Thad, you can see that in the back corner, Crix is sitting there meditating, and you blink once or twice, but once your eyes adjust to the kind of dim light in here out of the darkness, you can see that there are 4, 5 little Mascos sitting there and imitating his meditation.
Hey, Masco, are these friends of yours?
I'll slowly walk over there and pop a squat, meditation style, next.
Slav squat meditate.
Yeah.
As soon as you say that, he jumps off and you see him he starts running towards that back little corner, and then he stops. And he turns around and walks back to you and looks up to you. And then looks over his shoulder at the little houses and...
Oh, I see. This is your home, isn't it?
nods.
You wanna stay here? You've had enough of the venture in life for now?
Cocks his head as if he's thinking. He imitates, shivering and cold, and nods.
Yeah, it's kind of cold out there, I'm not gonna lie.
He holds his little hand out to you, like a little tiny finger reaching up.
Oh, okay. I will finger poke him.
Like a giant, like a giant and a mini ET. There's a brief connection, and there's a little blue spark that strikes, that arcs between his fingertip and yours. And I will send you something in Discord of the charm that he bestows upon.
Ooh, fancy.
Alright. Yeah, yeah. I guess I'll do is after that, I'll just again sit in that I'll look at that in a moment. Yeah.
Put that in your sheet. So yeah.
I'll sit down next to Masco, look over at his family, friends, whatever, and everything, and look back to Masco. It's like, oh, I don't blame you. I do hope we were across paths again. I will sit here for a while if you want to join me.
He nods.
All right. Now, I don't think I've fully finished explaining to you how everything that I have done is part of a greater web of being.
He puts a finger up to his little mask like a shh.
No, this is important. All right, here. So I will sit there quietly, continuing the end of my the grand synopsis that is my entire web of conspiracies to him, just so he remembers as we're sitting around for the evening.
Got it. All right. Well, awesome. Well, the rest of is there anything else anybody would like to do this evening in the cave before you head out in the morning?
Are there any bodies of water nearby, like a stream or anything?
All right. Well, you walk out and you look around. Do a little bit of a walk, look back and forth. Give me a perception or survival check. Good enough. Alrighty. So, Hyrokin, you head off, your eyes adjusting to the dark, maybe while you're on your watch. Walk over the hill, and lo and behold, nearly fall into it as there's a hole in the ice.
I would like to use my fishing pole and go fishing.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright. Do you have access to the item? I can't remember if I gave it to you.
I have it in my inventory, but I don't.
Let me make sure it's
I think it just says fishing pole on my thing.
Oh yeah, definitely more than that. Rod? Is it rod of fishing?
Or pacifier rod?
Oh no, it's a no. That's what.
Oh no, that's different. Never mind. No,
that's what Kayla's got. Oh,
That's the old man dildo.
Yeah.
Oh, now.
It is.
The best part is you can't use it. It's currently in use.
You're keeping your sub in place with your rod.
Just rod.
Are you talking about the pacifier rod?
Yes.
Yes.
What in the heck?
It's 6 inches. I say 6 inches is good enough.
That is great.
More than plenty.
Oh, there we go. It's the hook of Fisher's Delight. Why is that not?
That was Hook of Fisher's Delight.
Very
How could
similar to pacifier rod
Good.
in a very bass-backwards way.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna make this. You'll see it in the. I'll move it up to the. What is your fucking player name, Porkins?
I mean Hyrokin?
No, you're
Swamp season.
Are you?
Oh, it's
are you,
swamp season,
Swamp
yeah.
season. Okay, thank you. Jesus Christ.
Random shit.
Yeah, like I'm looking through this, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here?
This swamp season bar fights are cool.
I
Beer
eat
big
people.
butts. Who are you again? 5e gives you drones. I eat people. Yeah.
I forgot what.
In the
I'll
items
replay that.
under Cold Crew in the items, there's the Hook of Fisher's Delight. So now you actually have that there. So
Were you trying to say we'll boogie like Cardi B?
That's how we
Yeah, that was my intention.
I'm Mexican. I roll R's.
all right. So during that hour, let's you have a let's roll a d6 to see if you catch a fish. You do not catch a fish, unfortunately.
Womp.
Yeah. Well, you tried, but it's a good idea to always try to fish with this Hook of Fisher's Delight.
really swamps me.
Alrighty, it does swamp you. You head back into the cave to sleep sans fish. However, you still do have a fish on you, so that's good.
Yes.
All right, Cora is happily drunk off of that bottle of mead that she finishes herself.
Partner.
Yeah. Demovan, anything you'd be doing before the night's over?
No, he'd probably just be Does the cave go like inwards? Is it like a cave system, or is it just like
It's not a cave system. The furthest back part is where you see Crix and now Thad sitting there, and as you like kind of look back there, you can kind of see what looks to be small little Chewinga type creatures sitting around them, milling around. At this point, you can definitely see next to Crix, one of them is like sitting on his knee, one of them is just like meditating on top of his head, slowly accumulating little spirits.
Yeah, he'd probably just be like watching from a distance, and probably with the very sudden sentimental night that's going on, you'd just see like the occasional like tear.
Oh, very good. All right, well, the morning comes without incident.
Excuse you.
Oh, are you doing more than just crying? Okay.
Kidding. What am I
So patronizing.
All right, what would Valhalla be doing? Because I think you can take some time to try to repair this thing if you want to.
Bitch. I'm not going to, but I want to know what Korra in general, what is for either like weapon, arcane focus, like what's like your go-to something. Because for the life of me, I can't think.
I think it was. I mean, she loves throwing short swords, so you could probably get a short sword for her.
And my armor, evidently.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like I can't think of the last time something.
I think
was
she
like...
still has a short sword, like a normal short sword.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have special sword now.
That is true. She does have a special sword.
What's the special sword?
The cutlass that she got from her former captain.
Yeah.
But like, what's special about it?
Can
Can it be made more special?
Not by no, I don't think by your spells. Or not. So I mean, if you're talking about doing some
like an infusion.
Yeah, an infusion. Can you add to a magical item that's, or does it have to be a non-magical item for your?
I think it has to be a mundane item.
So yes, then no.
This is a simple.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to just make my experimental elixir with my tears tonight.
Oh,
So it's particularly powerful.
I mean, if
a few more tears come down to Van's face.
If you are looking for something to use one of your infusions on, I think like Hyrokin is the only one right now who has no.
I wanted to do something special for Korra.
Well, you could work on her.
Can I do
There's
that?
something of armor that's being worked on.
Give her the armor of returning so it comes back when she inevitably
A simple martial weapon with a thrown property.
Right. Yeah. What are the
It's a
things?
Based on
boomerang
how you
plate.
use your armor.
You
not
have.
work, right?
So you currently have one of the bag of holding. The homunculus sermon is no longer there, so that's gone.
Yeah. So I have one because of that. So that's what I'm basically thinking. Like, I was trying to think of something I could do. I have replica magic item of Lantern of Revealing, but I don't know if that's going to be something worthwhile.
Korra, does an incarcerator actually have an arcane focus at all? Is that not really part of it?
I don't believe it is. Let me look it up.
Because that's what if there's an arcane focus, then I can, basically enhance that. But either way, I have a particularly powerful elixir of resilience, which is a +1 to AC.
By particularly powerful, you mean salty.
Correct. Makes you super resilient.
I mean, the guy who has no armor could use that, but
I mean,
well, go for it. Take it.
There's two of us with no
I
armor,
don't
though.
give two shits.
Well, technically 3, because
Oh yeah,
don't
3.
worry.
There's
that's
3
true.
of us.
Yeah.
There's 3 of us with no armor.
Just standing in a nudist colony. Jesus.
My spellcasting focus is my body.
oh, sick. All right, so that doesn't really work. All right. So
I mean,
currently...
could I enhance that?
No.
Yeah,
I can
I can do
no.
magic
It's the
with this
body.
body.
Now you're just a plastic surgeon.
Here's the thing. I'm looking at what it says, enhanced arcane focus. If you want to do something, it has nothing to. It doesn't have anything to say that they need to have or be able to use an arcane focus or need an arcane whatever. It just says that it's a rod, staff, or wand, and basically just when holding the item, the creature is granted a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. So,
but that's assuming you use an arcane focus.
Not really, because that's the funny thing is that like arcane focuses, for example, for like a cleric, are like a holy symbol. So
yeah.
So that's why it's kind of weird. I think it's basically just like if there's a caster who casts spells, you give them this and it just boosts them up. So
okay, well then
Cora has like a trinket that she keeps, probably like hanging off her belt or something.
Cool. So
okay, so I'm basically going to use the heart of the homunculus, and overnight, like whenever Cora's like just passed out drunk, I'm gonna focus my time on my half time on doing an enhanced arcane focus on the little trinket, so it will basically that trinket then like holds the heart of the homunculus. So you will gain a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls and ignore half cover whenever making a spell attack.
yeah, so there's something we'll figure this out, Cora, but there's something that you can actually do on there's like if you bring an item in your sheet, I think you can have like an item when you equip it, it'll give you bonuses to spell attack, and then unequip it and it will not. So we'll figure it out. But yes, so now Mark, Valhana, Mark, I think we have it in your bio. Yeah, so go to the bio. I just swapped your sheet over to that. So
I was really confused at what you said.
Yeah, so active infusions, it's no longer homunculus servant, and you can just say that's now a
Stop typing in my sheet.
I'm not typing anything.
You just deleted something while I was deleting things.
I'm not touching anything. I'm off your sheet. I'm not there. Okay.
Thanks.
Go. So as the night finishes, as the night finishes,
and someone takes my resilience.
That
tears.
was Hyroken will have a potion of resilience.
I think he wanted to make a new friend.
Yeah.
All right. So
he thinks
by
to
the end
himself.
Of the night, by the end of the night, everybody, it's uneventful. You all wake up healed with your spell slots all back. Destroy, as you wake up, you open your eyes out of your meditation, and you have like a dozen Chwingas just kind of like sitting along you, balanced like somebody. It's the adorable version of like getting drunk at a party and passing out and people like stacking beer cans and cups on you as you're like
they're standing in the shape of a penis on your face.
No, but
very Chwinga thing to do.
Yeah, the as you wake up, you kind of, or as you come out of your trance, they all kind of they slowly get up, and you kind of marvel at them as they just kind of hop off of your leg, your shoulders, your arms. One of them hops off your head, and they make their way back to their little houses. You see Masco leave Thad's side. Thad's probably passed out at this point. Was in the middle of explaining some other conspiracy theory, but is able to kind of. But Masco now pats Thad on the face and leaves. One of the ones that seems to be a little bit like has a more ornate mask, turns around, Crix, gives you a nod and reaches a little finger out toward you.
Oh, I reach a finger out back. I don't know.
All right, so
I'm awkward.
Yeah, so his little spindly finger touches your clawed hand, and a jolt of energy enters. Give a charm as well.
Hell yeah.
That's what you receive. All right. So.
Shit.
Fun stuff. This is where we'll take the break as you head out in the morning as the dawn ? Of the dim of night. You wake up in midnight sun, or not midnight sun, midnight, Arctic midnight. I don't know. There's no light, but you can tell it's morning, and you'll head out on your way back to civilization. Take a quick 5-minute break, grab another drink, grab some snacks, and we'll be right back.
Goody.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We'll be back after this quick break. Don't go anywhere.
You're hitting up my phone at midnight. Don't wanna take your call. You're always looking for something. There's no substance in your eyes. You're telling me the same old stories that I don't wanna hear. You're only looking for loving, got no conscience, no pride. Oh, calling up past 9 when you are lonely. Want me to come out 'cause you could use my time. Sweet talking boy, just like you learned it. Don't think I caught up with your lies. You want me, you don't. Won't tell me what you want. You walking in and out, keep on playing me alone. Won't be that kind of girl. I know what I deserve. Only need me in your life. When you turn the lights out, 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 turn the lights out. You show up at my door on weekdays, and then you disappear. You're always acting so selfish, way too passive inside. Keep telling me the same old stories that I don't wanna hear. It's clear that your good intentions have to question when you lie. Oh, calling up past 9 when you are lonely. Want me to come out 'cause you could use my time. Sweet talking boy, just like you learned it. Don't think I caught up with your lies. You want me, you don't. Won't tell me what you want. You walking in and out, keep on playing me alone. Won't be that kind of girl. I know what I deserve. Only need me in your life. Turn the lights out, 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 turn the lights out.
Tryna find that gold. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold.
Living for diamonds and finding a match. Broken, I'm bummy, but still got some cash. Making it dash when I'm running up past. Can't calm down, don't know how to relax. Belly the beast, ripping the beat. Killer, killer cam, killer, killer OG. Gunning up cheese, gunning up cheese. Hey, what you want from me?
Me, you and your friends got a party at my place. Just bring all your girls, shawty, I can hardly wait, yeah, I try. No lie, let's get real, like right now, yeah, I try. No lie, god damn it, I'm fucked, yeah. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone, slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold, slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone, slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold.
Sipping on the bottle, got the next round. Mommy wanna get it, ain't no test ride. Feeling like you lifted with the best right here. Yeah, keep killing the shit. Yeah, getting cold feet, baby, I'm out. Slipping on my always ready to fall. Call me when you wanna, baby, blow my phone. Hey, say less if you're ready, let go.
You and your friends got a party at my place. Just bring all your girls, shawty, I can hardly wait, yeah, I try. No lie, let's get real, like right now, yeah, I try. No lie, god damn it, I'm fucked. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new that gold. Side on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Side on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Trying to find that gold. Trying to find that gold. Trying to find that gold. Got a brand new phone. Trying to find that gold. Got a brand new phone.
Push my buttons, come and let me know. And we'll speed dial and put the time on hold. Glass half empty, but tonight's so full. Just call me up, that's a brand new phone.
Side on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Side on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Trying to find that gold. Side on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Side on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Trying to find that gold. Side on the corner, feeling brand new dope.
Oh, that one. Yeah. It's on
Yeah,
the chase.
The poopy one.
Yes, the
Um,
That
poopy
puts it
blanket.
in a bad light. It's not the poopy one. Come on.
But it is.
I know,
Because
okay,
he's
fine.
old man. He gets old man butt.
I know.
And so we
Old
brought that
man
blanket
butt.
with us.
Yeah.
And does Callus really identify with that one?
Old man butt. All right.
But we brought that with us, and we took it like so. If we were in the bedroom and it was time to go to sleep, we put it on the bed, and he stayed on that. And then if we were in the couch, and was hanging out at like just playing games or whatever, on the couch, and that we. It was really cute because he's such a good boy. Aren't you such a good boy? He knows.
All
what
right. Well, let's get this going. We're back. Let's go. Alrighty. So, y'all wake up in the morning, and
Feeling like P. Diddy?
yep, feeling like P. Diddy. You just brush your teeth with a bottle of Jack, and you're out the door. And yeah,
You need to make sure to leave that behind.
The Cricks, you look off at the little village where the little kind of like clay houses and stuff that are back there, and you don't see any more of the Chwingas. They seem to have gone invisible for now, but they're back there, and they're kind of like, yeah, as you said, it's kind of like a capital city of Chwinga, a large Chwinga settlement. Thad, you wake up. Masco's no longer there with you, but you do see the village. It's I was trying to think of what it would be, but it's close to like yeah, there we go. Exactly that. The shrines from Spirited Away, right at the beginning of the movie. These.
Ah, okay. Like all stone buildings.
Yep. There's a bunch of those like piled in the corner. So, waking up, you're feeling good. It's time to get your asses back to Bryn Shander and cure Thad's tummy issues.
You. As we leave, I'll just do a little bow to the back of the cave, a little half bow. Farewell, Masco. I'm sure we'll meet again. You are now illuminated in the ways of the world.
You somewhere back there, Masco is writing a full book about the crazy companion that he spent the last few weeks with here in Icewind Dale. All right, you hitch up
on a piece of wood.
Yeah, on a piece of wood, knowing that that's the proper way to have to detail and to log things. All right, so the sleepy polar bears and the wargs are yawning, stretching in the morning, letting out their, getting their morning farts out, and they are ready to go. Hitch the wagons up, or hitch the sleds up, hitch the wagon up to the two polar bears, and make your way out of the little cave valley, heading back to where you believe, heading back to the southwest or southeast towards Bryn Shander. The morning goes pretty uneventfully as you leave your campsite behind, making your way through the tundra, leaving trails, the sled trails behind you, and the wheels of the wagon leaving big ruts in the snow. keep your eyes on the sky, but there's no sign in the low-hanging clouds of any large dragons dropping in upon you. Seems that you have given the giant white dragon the slip for now. About midday, the weather starts to get colder. And Demavend, as you're driving the sled, suddenly just kind of it's almost like that moment in Mad Max where the sandstorm like looms ahead, like the giant fucking sandstorm. Suddenly you see approaching a massive blizzard. A wall of white. Can't even see through it. And in mere moments, even just like before you see it, it just all of a sudden the wagons and the sleds are engulfed in a swirling cloud of snow and sleet. You barely hear each other talking next to each other here, as just the noise of wind and snow just battering the wagons and the sleds. What are y'all doing?
I would suggest that we stop and wait this out.
Okay.
It's foolhardy
Time to circle
progress.
the wagons.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the wagons are circled. You wait for about an hour. Another hour. Doesn't seem to be stopping.
Anyone know some games we can play?
One time I learned this game called Patty Cake, but
I know that game, and I start trying to play Patty. Some of it.
Oh, you mean Patricia Cake? Yes. I'm familiar with this children's endeavor. Yes.
Yeah, while the children play, can we figure out what we're actually going to do?
we can do both at the same time. Van starts doing the patty cake while also talking out loud and like thinking aloud.
Thad, your
I'm
stomach.
so happy.
You guys,
Oh my God,
you all
Steve,
watch
did you
as
think?
Thad reaches for his stomach, doubles over.
Thad, you.
Pause.
What's going on, buddy?
Imagine Donovan just has hands like mid.
He's like, actually frozen.
Yeah. Well, because Val takes Patty Cake very seriously, but she's also concerned.
Maybe Masco was doing something, or I ate something funky in that ship.
This is how we're doing the planning.
What did you eat in the ship?
The goat from in your wagon that you definitely brought with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Eats
Yeah.
sadly, as it's now just kind of like wondering what's going on outside. Thad, you feel the wriggling intensify in your stomach.
Oh, we got good going. Oh boy.
I don't know if it's. Oh, okay. Sleep on the worm, I suppose.
The goat falls over.
Yeah, it worked once.
Yeah, the goat just passes out.
Yeah, wait, where are you centering this?
thought I had a
Almost tailless, probably.
I thought I had a little bit more time, but this one's getting a little spunky.
It does, the worm
Let's hope
does,
You don't need more living things in you.
the wiggling
Not even
stops.
unless you want them.
The wiggling stops in your stomach as you kind of can feel it stop moving, but that lump is still there.
Yeah, I was ignoring this for too long. Who has the goods, the drugs to do the thing with the person in Bird Chandler? Make sure we have it ready. I don't want to waste any time when we get back.
It's all in the bag, isn't it?
Go ahead.
It's all in the bag, isn't it?
I think we had a barrel of it or something.
No, it was in a barrel. It's a kind of like oilskin wrapped package that was in one of the barrels.
All right, well, why don't you let me hold on to that one for now, just in case, last minute issues.
The storm seems to be, the worst of the storm seems to be passing, but they're still blowing pretty hard outside, and visibility is relatively low, but might be able to get moving.
I'll take a moment. Actually, at this point, I'll reach to my monk self and look inwards to do. You tell me how this would work, but a check, because I mean, mechanically, I have a sense of this, but is this a matter of minutes, hours, days? Do I have a sense
give me
how
an
we're...
insight check with advantage.
Okay.
On yourself.
Just take a self inventory.
It looks to be it's going to be, you feel this thing within you, and you can almost feel like that heartbeat that was heard by the apothecaries and the medical professionals. You can feel that now within your gut. It's getting pretty close. It's not like you don't feel it like digging its way out of you right now, but you need to make sure you get back there.
I'm gonna use my last Chewinga charm and bring out a giant elk because they're very fast.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Outside, the giant elk appears. You hear as the
not food
wargs
for
and
you.
the polar bears start to get excited.
We'll figure out your food later. We have different issues to deal with. Don't backtalk me. We don't have the time.
If worst comes to worst, we will have a slad to feed them.
And a Thad.
Dimavend, you look out of like the kind of the cabin window of the wagon. Snow still blows around. Visibility's kind of low, but it looks like the blizzard has dissipated enough that you wouldn't be riding in zero visibility at least.
Yeah, once it seems like you can see like even just a little bit ahead, and it's not just destined to get lost in the middle of a absolutely nothingness. You probably get
Someone
going.
should take that on the elk.
I think that it would be best if I did.
Okay.
I can navigate the blizzard.
Well, I mean, I appreciate what you have done to get me there quickly. I'm pretty sure I can hold it together if we want to wait just a little bit longer to go as a group.
No.
But we're going, Thad.
All right, we'll not argue this time.
Wait, what's going on? Are you pregnant?
Yes.
Extremely, and his water is
goody.
breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goody.
It's not the good kind of pregnant.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
All right, so Thad and Crix get on the elk on this reindeer.
How fast is this reindeer?
Goes pretty quick.
It can blitz across the train.
Oh, shut up.
It's blitzing.
Blitzen.
The slide breaks out. Fuck. Okay.
Whoa, weird.
Slots fall, everyone dies.
The reindeer's speed is 50
Giant
feet
elk.
per. Yeah, or elk. It's reindeer and elk is the same.
It's blitzing across the tundra there.
So 50 feet of movement is pretty damn quick. So Crix and Thad, get on the back of that thing. Crix, give me an animal handling check, please.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not terrible. I'm gonna use inspiration on it though.
Cool.
Boop.
Very nice.
Perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced. All right, so the Thad, Crix, you're able to, even though you have the horn of a reindeer at your side, you're able to jump on the back of this thing and being able to ride it deftly and accurately. You're able to charge off into the distance. Dimavand and the rest of the crew, somebody else is going to have to drive one of the warg wagons.
Yeah, that's true. I was driving Slobber.
Yep.
Whatever, Slobber knobs.
Yeah, I can.
Well, now that Valhalla has experience with it, she can definitely drive the other one if she wants to. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I will.
All right, so we got Kolra on one wagon and Valhalla in the other ones. And you guys quickly follow Crix and Thad behind. Visibility is still quite low, but Crix, how would you be trying to get your way back there?
Just like my memory of the land, kind of like just like general like senses.
You got it. All right, give me a survival check.
Yep.
Very good.
I was about to say if I could assist with that because I'm helping from behind, but you're finding the way. It looks like.
All right. Yeah. Well, you're able to. As far as you can tell, you're able to try to make your way, following what little light and landmarks there are. Able to find your way back along through the tundra. The party closely following behind you. Doesn't take too long, but very soon you see light in the distance.
I'm going to avoid the first set of lights and go to the next one.
Oh yes, Targos is a silly place.
And also not where the person who can heal you is. So
Yep. I have to wait. Shit, my notes.
You might also be going around Bremen.
That's true. Looking at the map, but would we have known that? We should know that.
Well, we'll just continue onwards.
Yeah.
So, as you get closer, though, Crix, the light flickers and disappears, and you realize it was something that was much smaller. Even though you were pretty confident in your direction, something has turned you around. As you get
There's
closer,
some
you see that
tomfoolery
there
up there.
is a single building along a tree line. It's like a cabin of some sort.
Does it look like Lonely Wood?
It does not.
Cabin in the
know where it
woods.
is.
Uh-oh.
However, as you pull up, you notice that there is a small bit of that light was really intense as you were approaching, and that's what made you think it was like something much bigger. Then it disappeared, and against the dim, kind of overcast light of the early afternoon, you can see almost what looks to be a glowing ember, like in a window of the cabin. Bad, your stomach feels better for now. And then you hear
So
the
quiet.
warg wagons and the Polar Bear Express arrive behind you, skidding to a halt. Perched on top of what looks to be... You've now arrived, and perched on top of what looks to be a big gulch, you see what looks to be like a hunting cabin.
Man,
Question.
I'm pretty sure I thought Bernstein was bigger than this when we first passed through.
It is.
This is
Why
not-
are we stopped?
Does that ember seem familiar?
No, it I mean, it looks like a fire that's been going out. Give me a perception check. Okay. Smell burning flesh.
Oh god.
I open the door.
You're
To
not
the cabin.
you're not even close to it yet. So
Oh, okay.
all right, so
Okay.
I'll move you all over to somewhere. So basically, you see perched on the edge of the snowy ridge above this gorge is a black lodge on wooden stilts. Whatever path may have led to the ramshackle retreat lays buried under the snow. Icy steps climb to a snow-covered walkway that clings to the south side of the structure. The building's slumped posture and sagging snow-covered roof, coupled with the broken windows and loose flapping shutters, suggest it's abandoned. There are large snow drifts that huddle around the rotting stilts and engulf a nearby woodshed and outhouse. Only wind seems to be visiting the place. And yes, that is basically Gastroy outside the cabin.
I'm not sure we're gonna find someone to cure my ills in here, but you're looking to try to get up there.
Something feels off, and this is not the direction that I was heading, and I know I was heading in the right direction.
But then if this was the right direction, then you headed here. This should be the right direction, but it's not, so where are we?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Slash did a good enough job on its own.
All right. Well, you all arrive at this destination. A little bit confused about what brought you here or why. But sure y'all go.
Oh, I see some balconies or something.
Mm-hmm. These are steps that lead up towards this abandoned cabin. And there looks to be like what's a small outhouse there. A shitter.
Nice. Oh,
a
perfect.
pile of wood for storage.
Shitter is full.
Demovan, can you tell if there's anyone but us here, or that's outside your scope?
I'll do a ping.
Ping.
Nothing shows.
Now we're good, unless they're behind an inch of lead or whatever other.
Yeah, I don't know. This led's, I'm not gonna lie, it's causing me all sorts of distress. I'm gonna use the shitter. Where is it?
Nice, it's
Also-
right there. So throw open the window. As you make your way in here, the wooden outhouse, it's half buried in snow, but still operable. You clear a path to the door and peer inside. There's a stack of discarded notes that looks to be what was possibly going to be used as toilet paper.
Well, I'm gonna settle myself down inside
Yep.
on the repository, and to whittle away the time as I'm struggling through my backlog, I'm going to read whatever notes are.
So yeah, as you're
Notes on the ground.
literally reading a magazine next to the toilet,
Yep.
and then going to use the magazine to wipe your ass. So you
Yep.
look at the notes. It's kind of hard. It's like weird, strange handwriting, hard to see here. But you see mention, you recognize familiar words. Netheril,
Huh.
and weather, and orb.
Wait, this sounds important. As I'm halfway to wiping my ass, I'm gonna hold on to this. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't hold on to anything that you get in there.
No, I think you want to look at this.
I really don't think I do.
That takes the
this
biggest
conversation
dump.
through the door.
Yeah.
you just hear it's like, oh no, I promise you won't want to see this.
I really don't think so.
No, it's not what you think it is.
Is it something concerning?
You're really gonna want to see this when I'm done with this.
I'm getting fucking ridiculous flashbacks to high school, where literally a high school classmate on our soccer team is just like, guys, you gotta come in here in the locker room, you gotta see this, and he's just like, look, and he's just like, look, it fucking spanned the toilet, it won't flush, and he just like, it was the biggest shit I've actually ever seen. That was like literal log bridge, and I was like, so fucking, everybody was just like perplexed by it.
Are even teenagers?
Yeah, what are even teenagers?
Vast mysteries.
All right, so Thad, you finish up. You kick the door open, and you standing out there with what looks to be just like crumpled paper in each hand.
Oh, and you're supposed to throw that in the toilet.
No, I didn't wipe my ass because this was important. Not else but your ass status like that. No, please listen to me and just hold your breath if you have to. Look, this has got mentioned.
Can we have this conversation away from the relief room?
Hirokin, as soon as Thad mentions what he sees on the notes, your cat ears perk up, your tail flicks back and forth. You recognize those words and what was mentioned from the book that you that you had read back at the inn in Bryn Shander, that was found in the tower from Netheril.
Yeah.
Mention that to them, but yeah.
That's great and all, but we have a bigger issue to deal with right now.
Yeah, my insights are killing me. But here, you can take a look at these and maybe they're important and whatever.
I refuse to touch those.
So you all look and you see your lizard friend Crix. He's climbed up the steps of this rickety stilt lodge. And it's pretty easy to walk across up there, Crix, but you see that there is basically a 4-foot wide gap in the walkway where you are now. You want to leap across it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm out of here now.
I'm out of the shit. All right, so you leap across it. You make your way there. There's a door in front of you and a window that looks into another room.
I will open the door and peek my head inside.
The door cracks open. Seems to be a frost-covered workshop.
No one here, though?
Nobody here.
Okay. That's not what I'm worried about, then. Okay.
You hear
burn it down and let's go.
You hear a chittering sound. It looks to seem that there's been some squirrels that made a nest in the corner. The bed looks like it was recently slept, or not bed, sorry. The work table has some tinker's tools on it and some smith's tools that look like they were recently used, and there's some twisted bits of metal next to it.
I need to get away from this terrible smell.
Moving on to the main door.
All right.
Over this way.
As you make your way over there, give me another dexterity saving throw, please. As you, I'll ask you. How carefully are you walking along this, what looks to be a rotted and rickety...
I mean, it looked rotted and rickety. I'm pretty sure I would have been pretty careful about it.
Okay. So, stepping carefully, you're able to move back and forth, and you hear it creak under your feet. It seems that, well, the weight of what you carry is not enough to shatter not enough to shatter what lies beneath you. You make your way to the door without a problem. Kalis, you make your way up there. You see a little gap. Are you gonna be the old man who can jump? What are you gonna do?
I just needed to get away from the smell, is all.
Alright, so you're able to, you watch as he summons up some strength and he's able to jump that 4-foot gap. He's skin and bones, his weight doesn't seem to matter much on these rickety wooden planks. It's almost like he's floating along them.
Oh, goody.
Alright.
I open this door.
Alright, Crix, you open the door. From within, you do see another room. Alright. Door swings open. In here, you see what looks to be a room containing what smells like burnt wood and flesh. You also catch the faint odor of wine for some reason. Snow has fallen through the holes in the roof here.
Hell of a party.
Pushed into the corners by stiff winds blowing through the broken windows. Furniture and walls are scorched black, including a table with the charred remains of a book on it. Next to the table on the floor, amid several broken wine bottles, is a mostly incinerated skeleton. And a round, frost-covered object about 6 inches in diameter.
I'd like to look at the book that was incinerated. Is it just like ashes of a book, or is it like weirdly
basically
intact?
nothing remains of the tome except for what looks to be ashes and a badly burned spine. But you look, and you can make out the letters Ether. And you think back about the book that Hyrokin was reading.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize the spine of the book. Magical Wonders of Netheril.
Gotcha.
I think this might... Thad, at the edge of this group, you know, being shunned socially for his transgressions, is going to yell up,
crimes.
Crix, or you find anything good in there, or we can get going.
I found a burnt body.
Did you do it? Yeah.
No, it seems in this case the fire was the cause of death, and
That
it was
was
long
beautiful.
before we arrived.
All right, well, if you're going to be up there for a moment, I'm going to come join you.
Also, I found what I think is one of those weather things.
Hyrokin, your ears once again perk up at the mention of weather thing.
Weather things, you say?
Leather things, yes.
Alright, so the party makes their way across the precarious porch of this cabin.
I'm doing cool monk shit the whole way.
Yeah, Thad just runs across,
Whoop, whoop.
jumps through a window.
Takes out a window.
Jumps through a window.
I break another window. I'm in.
Craig.
This is your catharsis, I swear.
Yes.
Oh my lord. Alright, Crix. As you are in here, you look around and your passive perception can tell that there is a part of the floor in here that is severely weak. You look over and you see that Kalis is standing right on top of it.
I just put some extra weight on the floorboards with one of my feet.
It groans. Doesn't give way though. You look over to Kalis, who weighs like fucking 2 pounds or whatever. His clothes weigh more than him. But
okay, Kalis.
I can't put my arms down.
Kalis, I need you to stay right where you are. The floor is weak beneath you, but you don't weigh enough to actually break through. Everybody else, don't go near Kalis. Take a step back.
Oh, Kalis, I need you to roll me a wisdom save real quick.
I'm so good at everything.
You are, I know. It's cold in here, Kalis. It's really fucking cold.
Right, this is terrible.
But there's some warmth still.
Oh, goody.
That orb, it's warm. Really warm. Still
Oh,
seems like
goody.
it's warm. Even though it's covered in frost, it feels like it's warm.
Don't touch the orb, Kalis.
I don't know, I'm pretty cold right now, and this shit sucks.
I point to the charred skeleton. I'm pretty sure that is the result of touching the orb.
Being warm?
being dead.
You'll be warm first.
You will be warm for the rest of your life, but it will be a very
That
short
sounds like
life.
a good deal to me.
Go for it then.
Oh, goody. So, what does this object look like?
All right, so you make your way up to it, and you see what looks to be a 6-inch diameter, well, gyroscope. It has 2 scorched rings inlaid with runes. There's a dense chunk of coal at its core.
I can read runes. What's it say?
Runes make no sense to you, actually.
I can read everything. Why can't I read this?
It says, caution hot, do not touch.
Put your glasses on, old man.
I lost my glasses.
Well, there's your answer.
All right, so Kalis, you're over there beyond this table. The orb is against the wall here next to a charred skeleton.
Oh, okay.
But so just to be clear, the orb itself is warm to the touch, but it is.
It's
still...
kind of like it's like weirdly like frost covered, but it's still radiating a.
Huh.
Kalis, you look over next to the skeleton, this charred skeleton that looks like the skeleton from Terminator holding onto the fence. Little remains of his clothing, but you can see that it still has what looks to be a holy symbol around its neck that shows no sign of damage on it. And the pendant and the amulet seem unscathed, though the rest of the clothes are completely charred and his bones are like blackened.
Do we have any religious people?
No.
I have newly found my own religion. Does that count?
I guess.
I could tell you about the history of various churches and local cults.
Thank you.
All right, so the rest of the
I
party.
can tell you about Kosuth.
Rest of the
Thank
party is
you.
outside in on the porch looking in. Kalis, what are you doing?
I'm looking at you through the glass.
I don't know, Mr. Religious Man. What does it say? Or what is it?
I look at it.
Give me a religion check, please.
Right. Yep. 4.
No idea. You can make something up.
Yeah, so you see here is confirmation of what I've been telling you the entire time. So, remember, and I go into this, I start to ramble
smack
about...
Thad in the back of the head.
Ow! That's uncalled for.
Stop it.
Okay.
I
could be right, though.
Yes, you could also be wrong. Just as equally.
So there's a 50
think it's actually-
chance that has it.
In that case, I like those odds.
I'll take that bet.
Never tell me the odds.
I won't understand that.
I'm going to like look at this thing and if I go down and start to go pick it up, does it get too hot to touch before I touch it, or
Nothing happens as your hands approach it.
Okay, then I'll just grab
Wait, aren't you like a...
Right,
You're not immune
as
to
you
fire,
grab
but
it,
aren't you like...
You pick up the item, and suddenly its core glows with a golden radiance as bright as a candle flame. You recognize the same glow that you saw as you were racing to this destination. What do you do?
Question, does this look like it was a recently burned room, or was it this has been here for a while?
Well,
Was
the
that not
smell
your first
of the
question?
smell of charred wood and burning flesh as you open the door
That's a good
might
point,
indicate
yeah.
something.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it.
You drop it on the ground, the glow immediately dissipates. Zoom.
Don't touch. Nobody touch.
That's not fair. You got to touch it.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I dropped
no.
it so that we wouldn't explode.
But what if I just want to poke it a little bit?
Don't.
Hmm.
Instead,
I'm now just imagining everybody's gonna be assholes about it, just be like just having yeah, pick it up, put it down.
We hot potato it around the room.
You could.
Wait, so what? All right, so this thing is
Hacky sack.
it's gonna go turn us all into a bunch of fried skeletons if we hold too long. That's what's gonna happen.
That is
I want
exactly
to
what
try to
would
kick it out
happen.
a window.
No, don't do that. That could be very bad.
I encourage you to do this.
No, stop.
Wait, I have to say, this sounds.
I was thinking about it. I said I want to kick it on the.
And I heard you thinking about it, and I want to see you do it.
So Cora, as you like think that, and then you hear like Demovan talking about it, basically like vocalizing something about like wanting to get rid of this thing. You see an item, literally on the table behind Kalis. One of the broken wine bottles gets picked up and thrown against the wall.
Oh.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to.
Who
You
did
said
that?
it has. So, like, this thing has, like, rings, right?
Yeah, 2 rings.
I'm gonna,
Around
like.
the core of it.
Like, pick it up on the end of my sword.
Okay.
So that I'm not touching it. And I'm going to try and carry it with me that way.
Which way?
Like, just on the
Like
end of the
that,
sword.
On the end of the sword? Yeah, it doesn't move. Or it doesn't seem to glow anymore.
Yeah.
There is a knocking sound.
Oh.
From
We're not home. No one's home. Go away.
In the
Is
soot.
that
The
near
door
where
is covered with like ash and soot from whatever explosion happened in here. You watch as words get written on the door in the ash. Open me.
Oh.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I've decided that we should promptly leave.
Hey.
Wait, hold on. The door's got a point.
Laura's heading towards the door to open it.
Okay.
Well, actually, let's think about it. Is Cora, is this in character for you to just be like, it is in character for you just to yell open the door, never mind. Why am I thinking?
Yes, go over there and use the long sword to like push the handle down.
I would also say that Cora is extremely annoyed that Crix took us off path, or at least she thinks Crix took us off path in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
She's just trying to fucking end everything and leave.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
so
initiate all the things.
While Cora's heading towards the door, I want to go towards Valhalla and be like, "Can you open your bag of holding, please?"
What? But
Wait, what's
I
going
can't
on
put
here?
a door in the bag of.
No, the thing on the end of my sword.
The strange orb thing is on
Very
the end of
rude.
his sword.
Please open the
Won't
bag.
Will that burn everything inside?
No, it's just warm. It only burns things if we touch it.
Shit, how do we know this?
Then it's gonna touch the other things inside my bag.
Only if we touch it. See,
Well, we
it's
don't-
touching my sword, and
Val,
nothing
don't
is
believe
happening.
him. He knows literally nothing about the object.
Okay, we could try it.
Hello, Mr. or Miss Ghost.
Jump in the
And
bag.
this all of a sudden like chaos of like things
Crix
happening.
dumps it into the bag. The bag goes. It spits it out and it rolls across the floor.
I didn't like that.
All right, we're missing something here. Let me go see. They wouldn't bother to check the desk of the person who got incinerated trying to work on this
Demovan
thing.
uses his stick to open, or uses his long spear to click the door handle, and the door opens. In there, you see a room containing a fireplace, 2 empty bookcases. Tacked to the wall and strewn across the floor are frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor next to one of the blueprints is a tiny man made of clay.
What?
Hello, sir.
It does not move.
Can you read any of this? Cause I sure as hell cannot.
Valhalla, you hear them describing blueprints and stuff, and that piques your interest for sure.
Describing the prints?
There's blueprints all over the wall of the room they just opened.
Oh, I see them.
You can see them through the open door for sure.
Oh, I thought you said I hear clay man describing.
No,
No, you heard Cora and Demovan who went into the room saying that there was blueprints.
Got it. Okay, I totally misunderstood that. That
All
was a
good.
clay man describing.
No, there is a tiny.
Cora would
Okay.
definitely put up an arm to keep Valhalla out.
I'm 100% counter to anything Cora has likely experienced before, pushing Cora's arm, assuming she's not actually doing so with strength, but just kind of like putting it up to like stop me.
Yeah.
So I just push right past it.
I really
and
don't think you
like,
coming in here would be a good idea.
out of
I don't
of
think
just
it'd be a bad
pure,
idea.
like, I'm staring at the walls and just purely operating like whoa mode. So definitely go up to whatever closest wall there is.
Okay,
Like-
so Valhalla, why don't you give me an Arcana check as you get in there with advantage, please? Very nice. So as soon as you enter the room, the trauma rolls fresh over you again. It's a dead homunculus on the ground.
Oh my god.
Oh, the wound is not even barely healed.
That looks away.
Unfair. This is unfair. What the hell? How would I react? I mean, I think okay, so what exactly do I see on the ground that gives away that it's a homunculus? Like, is it the
You
heart of a
recognize
homunculus?
you
or is it...
recognize as you look closer on this clay figure, this small clay figure on the ground, you can see poking out of its back a tiny glowing gem, similar to the one that was in your flying homunculus.
Okay, if I pick up clay thing and hold it,
It disintegrates in your hands, falls apart, same way that yours did. All that's left is the little glowing gem. This one blue.
what does that tell me about who or what may have been here? Other than the fact that it's someone who can create a homunculus. Like, what just knowing what I know about a homunculus, like what can I gather from that?
Usually this is either somebody who is of arcane of nature, like wizards, or another artificer, just you. When you take a quick look around the room, Valhalla, your studies, your work with artificy, and what you've experienced and learned, even on your time in the Id Ascendant with the Ceramorphs. Look around the room and you can see the walls here are filled with blueprints, different experimental designs for a weather-controlling magic device.
It's another artificer.
One of these resembles the gyroscope, closely resembling the object that Crix tried to stuff in your bag.
Actually, interesting now. Point of thought. Did that object look like it was recently created or old?
It's right there on the ground in front of you.
Could I touch it?
I'll look down at it. I'm not going to touch it, but yeah.
I would like to touch it.
Don't touch it.
And
I
that's
would
when
like to
Cora would
touch it.
actually.
I would like to touch the
her
bug.
back.
All right,
Okay.
Cora,
And
give me a athletics check, or an athletics check, and then contested by Valhana's athletics.
I'm not gonna try
Beat her up.
to combat Cora with it.
His ass, Seabass.
I mean, I'll
Ooh.
do it, but like ultimately, it's not.
Just won the
it's-
+5.
Yeah, I have.
Breaks free.
This is meant to be. I would just like to note this isn't Valhalla. Like this is Valhalla, and like I'm going to do this mode. And so if tries to stop her, it's like no. This is something that I might actually know something about, and I might be able to help figure this out. I'm going to do this, and if she tries to stop me, push through. It's not like I'm gonna fight to get there, like whatever. Like it's a conviction thing.
Athletics of
For Val.
mind.
Mhm.
Yeah, basically.
All right, well, Valhalla, do you reach forward and pick the item up?
I'm not going to pick it up. I'm just going to put my. You know how like when you touch those little staticky thingies and the.
Okay, got it.
Like I'm going to touch it like
bring your
that.
hand close to it, and as it gets closer, nothing really happens. However, next to you, the hand of the skeleton lifts up and pokes at the runes on the ring.
What the fuck?
What? I mean, what do I see?
The skeleton itself moves?
Yeah, the skeleton's hand like lifted up, puppet like poked at it, and then fell down.
Poked at what?
I punched the skeleton.
The skeleton,
What?
the skeleton
Like, which-
breaks. The brittle,
like,
brittle
was it-
charred bones break under your fist.
But was it something very specific? Like, was it when it poked at the runes? Did it poke at like specific things?
Thad, you feel like just like a light slap on the side of your face.
Oh. Wait, where did I come
That
from?
was
Sorry,
that was Val.
No, it was not.
Oh, what? Oh, double slap.
Also
Ow.
Val.
Fuck.
So Kalis already was looking at the runes. Valhalla, you're now looking at them too. Why don't whoever wants to, either Kalis or Valhalla, give me an Arcana check at advantage. You guys can figure out who would want to do this.
Well, I can read all writing. Maybe I could do it.
That's why you have advantage on this.
Oh.
So Kalis, you're helping Valhalla.
What's your Arcana?
Yeah,
It's really good, I swear.
Somehow
I mean, I just did an Arcana and had 19. Does that, by any chance, carry over?
No, that allowed you to identify the little dead dude in the other room. But let's roll another one here at advantage.
Alrighty.
Let's
I'll
Kalis
do it.
Let's have Kalis do it first.
Yeah.
Doesn't-
See?
Kalis, it says hot, do not touch, according to you. Valhalla, you check the device's rings, the runes on the device's rings, and yes, you can ascertain that this is a device, as you saw in the other room, that was somehow designed to control the weather.
What runes did the skeleton touch though? Like
It just touched
was
one
it-
of the runes. It's just there's a runes on the rings. However, you
But like, was there anything to the fact that it touched the, like a specific rune, or was it just kind of just like, oh, it's just animated?
it just animated, indicating that you wanted to look. It just was like look.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
Got
listen. Hi, Roken. You're near that table over there. You look at the charred remains of the book. I know Crick's already looked at it and identified it, but you take the book out that you were reading, not but maybe 1 or 2 days before. It's an exact the spine of the books, the mysteries of magical wonders of Netheril. You got from the Lost Spire, where you met Dazan and his guardian, etc. It's an exact match to that.
Oh my god, they've invented the printing press.
Yeah.
So it looks like we've got two cases here, tied together.
Okay.
Dog.
If I look at this orb thing with the runes, what happens if I touch it again? Or actually, I never technically
You never touched it yet.
touch it. Yeah. So what? Are the runes on the orb?
So there's a big dense lump of coal in the center, and then there's 2 rings, kind of intricate rings around it that
runes are on
rotate
the
around it,
rings.
and the runes are on the rings.
Okay. So what actually happens if I touch the rings?
The
a
same
ring.
thing. You touch it, it starts to glow red hot.
Please drop it.
What do you do?
Would
Are
I
you gonna
have
touch?
any inkling?
What do you
based
do?
on I stop,
Drop it. It stops glowing.
and then I take it. I want to move it with me, and then set it like in the corner inside
you move
this. I boop it with my foot.
It glows for a hot second. Stops.
Talking.
Glows for a hot second, and then it stops.
Okay, so I boop it with my foot into like a soccer ball, playing football, moving into this room over here, and I want to move it into the rooms on the walls.
Okay, so you move it into that room. The others that are around in the cabin, there do seem to be other... You hear another knock on a door further down the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna call out to the room. Hey, so you know you're here, and it's evident that we can't see you. Tap my shoulder if it's okay if I make it so we can see you.
There's a tap on your shoulder.
All right, cool. I'm gonna drop a fairy fire.
Nothing happens.
parallel, can I be doing something as well?
Yeah, go ahead, Thad.
I'm because this saying this light slapped the skeleton I punched. I'm now carefully checking through its bones remains if there's any. I don't know what I'm looking for.
So you look through the body and you can find there is an amulet that remains like unscathed around its neck.
Oh, like uncharred?
Yeah. Like compared to like the charred and brittle bones and the singed and burned clothing, there's in the ashes you find an amulet.
Interesting.
Seems to be
Okay.
made of pure gold. The pendant bears the symbol of two hands that look to be cupping the sun. Give me a religion check again.
I'm also my own as a player background. I know if anything's going to incinerate a corpse and doesn't melt the gold, this gold is going to be special. So religion.
So the fairy fire just doesn't do anything?
Yeah. 4. Man, I'm consistent.
Man, those are pretty amulet. Looks nice. And the fairy fire didn't do anything. No, there's just sparkling colors for a moment in the air around.
So the rest of the skeleton falls to dust. Nothing else. There's just this nice little necklace left.
Yep.
I'll look around, kind of like fry squinted eyes, and I'll put the amulet on. There's a mighty nice amulet you got here.
There's a pull on the amulet.
Hey, mine now. Which way's the pulling? Oh, yeah, actually, we see it?
Yeah, everybody sees, like, the amulet floats forward for a moment and then drops. Cora, in the soot on the ground, amongst the footsteps and footprints around this room, you see another note scrawled. I'm not here.
Wait, or
you
anyone
can hear
else?
us.
The hell?
Anyone have a Ouija board?
You mean an Ouija board?
I mean, do we need one? It's made contact.
Well, but like communicating might be a little more straight.
It's true.
Would Hirokin have any experience with this, having worked with the cult in his studies?
Let's see. Give me an Arcana check, Mr. Hirokin. Okay. Putting some stuff together here. You're realizing when you look and see that note that it says, I'm not here. It reminds you of something you read about and the things happening, and basically you're feeling like you're being watched, but you can't see something. It reminds you of something that you read way back when about like something like hags or witches, but you can't really remember what.
Okay, it's like something's not right, but it's of this plane sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
okay, Crix. Yeah, sorry, Hirokin.
No, go ahead. I'm good.
Thonkin. All right, Crix. There's 2 doors on the hallway there.
All right. I will open the lower one.
All right, you open the lower one. Yes. You open that one up. It creaks open. In here, you see wooden planks. They've been nailed over a broken window in the room to hold out the wind. There's furnishings including a saggy double bed and a bookcase containing some folded clothes, a few blank sheets of parchment, and a set of calligrapher's supplies. Next to the bookshelf is a soot-stained hearth where a scroll lies amid the ashes.
I'll go grab the scroll.
Okay.
Also, question. I saw this is like connected to the fireplace out there, right? It's like one of those like dual room fireplaces.
Yeah.
Nice. Classy as fuck.
Yeah, so in here you find the scroll, you look at it, and it says the following. Marcretus, I've had enough of this damned relentless cold. I feel it creep into my bones, my head, my heart. I'm heading back to 10 Towns for a decent meal and a warm bed. I fear this endless winter has numbed your mind, and any tinkerer worth their chains can see the summer star is a fool's errand. Maybe without me here to incessantly complain to you, you'll finally snap out of your obsession. If you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, might I suggest that 3 is better than 2? I considered telling you before, but you were particularly rude about the dinner I made last night. May the light of the morning lord protect you. Copper.
Was that read out loud?
I'm going to show it to all of you. See it if you want.
I keep it to myself. No, I'm kidding. I'll try it. Oh gosh, cursive.
Yeah, you can scroll down to read it, actually.
Yeah.
I am spending this time instead of kind of like I'm looking at the thing that I kicked into this room, and I'm looking at all the runes and the blueprints on the walls in this room and see if with my
with your analysis that you did before, you are able to easily recognize that this device matches almost exactly one of the blueprints that is like tacked or put up on the wall above one of the workbenches. It mirrors it exactly. A strange dense item in the center of it, surrounded by 2 concentric rings.
Is there any piece of it that is do any of these blueprints kind of point to like a finalized project or a purpose or a name even like on the blueprint?
No, nothing does. Also, here you go. I forgot to show this to you.
And is there anything on the print when examining that as closely as I'm able to, and with my knowledge, is there anything print that from looking at this device is like missing or shows like an activation or anything?
No,
like
it looks pretty 1-to-1. Looks like whoever this person is built this item that you see before you exactly to the blueprints that they made.
Okay, then I would like to look at the next.
Look at the next what?
Blue.
Oh, it looks nothing like this. It looks like complete ass.
No, I know, but like, basically, I'm examining all the blueprints in this room.
Yeah.
While others are.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, cool. So, Crix, you have that letter. There's nothing else in this room that you find of interest, though. Just some blank parchment and some light things. Just the bed and stuff like that.
Okay. Go into this door then, opening that one.
That door opens up, and there you find a stiff wind blowing through the broken window on the east wall, causing the tattered gray curtains to billow and flap like angry ghosts. Snow covers the bed and much of the surrounding floor. Looks like it hasn't been inhabited for quite some time.
I imagine this letter has to do with this room. Well, I'm already on a roll, might as well open up this door.
Crix comes running out, YOLO lizards over to the other door, busts it open. Opens the final door in here. Inside you see a room containing what looks to be quite a few frost-covered barrels. A sweet scent of wine fills the room.
I found the booze.
There's always booze.
Hey, Scott.
Yes.
Really quickly, I'd like to spend my time trying to see if I can craft a drink.
Sorry, what was that?
I'd like to see if I can spend my time crafting it out of anything that is in the area.
Okay, cool. So let's. Well, it seems that Crix, would you have come back with that letter?
Yeah, I would have given a synopsis of the letter.
Okay. So whoever wants to, you tell the group all about this. Whoever wants to give me an insight check, please. Let me see something. Sorry, pause your insight checks.
Okay, pausing. It's fine. They didn't like that one anyways.
Mine was
Okay,
mine
so
was a 13 and
Valhalla,
21. I rolled it twice on accident.
Yeah. So Valhalla, you with that quick study, you all come in, you're all staring around at this device. I don't know, maybe kick it out into the main room here for everybody to look at it. Together, you noodle on it. After reading the letter, it appears that the device's rings are unable to contain whatever magical energy that this core puts out. It needs a third ring, just like whoever Copper is suggested in that letter.
Well, that was the whole point of me bringing
I
up
know.
that I wanted to try to craft a third ring.
All right, yeah.
Gosh.
So Valhalla, you figure it. That's trying to craft a third ring. There's a fire in here. Does anybody have a way to craft a ring? What would you do?
I can make fire.
Yeah. So Crix, light that. You go over and light the fireplace up.
Yep.
All right. Fire burns in the fireplace. There's ample wood and detritus in here to throw in there. The fire burns strong. You can definitely see that there is, tinker's tools and crafting utensils and stuff that would be able to melt down some metal if you wanted to.
I have my tinker's tools. I would just work to kind of build a ring with the same
wording.
Like following the blueprint, basically, like whatever the blueprint says about the ring and how the ring is created. I want to follow that blueprint, and then I'm gonna use like my tinker's tools to, while the ring is still kind of setting, like carve in the rules to the best of my ability.
Let's
Basically,
see.
I'm gonna follow the blueprint.
Yeah. No,
as closely as
totally.
possible.
All right, so you analyze the problem, you figure it out. So what are you using? You need to find some sort of metal. Like, does anybody have any extra metallic objects or anything like that could be melted down? You need to find some, material to craft another ring like this.
Wait, I have a padlock. I pulled the padlock I've been holding on to.
It's perfect.
I don't know what it's made
How
out of.
about we use this? And I go to grab the object.
Starts to glow red hot.
Oh shit! Get off, Grandpa. I'll
There's
pull.
a stack of javelins I don't need.
Oh.
You slap it onto the ground, drops it on the ground. The lock is perfect. Valhalla calculates that you only need about a quarter pound of metal to be melted down and cast.
Oh, this is a pretty beefy log. This may be
looks
enough
like it's good
here.
to go.
I knew I grabbed it for a reason.
Does anybody
I'm
have
always
smith's
right.
tools?
Fuck no.
I mean, I have right tool for the job.
Oh, what?
So as long as I have these tools or artisan's tools, and I can magically create one set of artisan's tools in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of.
Wow. Wait, can you post that?
So.
Wait, you can use any tool for it? That's fantastic.
So as long as I have
Whoa.
thieves' tools or artisan's tools, I can given the time to do so, I can create whatever artisan's tool I need
So it lasts for an hour?
All right, so
to do the job.
All right, so
Oh, no, it
I mean, this
requires
is
1 hour.
this is a whole thing. So I mean, this is going to be great because basically
This is Artificer's purpose,
it
guys.
is. No, it really is. So the group comes together. Crix lights the fire. Hirokin and Thad provide some of the metal. You got to melt it down. Over that hour, Valhalla takes the time to create smith's tools as the metal from the iron from the lock and some of these javelins that Hirokin produces is melted down into some boiling metal liquid here. At the end of that hour,
No, to answer your question, Chuckles, they don't disappear after an hour. They
It takes an
disappear the
hour.
Next time I
Yeah.
use this.
Yeah, I got that wrong.
So I'll have these tools until the next time I need a different set of tools.
All right.
And then
While
it'll take
you're
an hour to form.
while you're making these tools, I'm gonna go squat in the corner and make sure I don't shit out of the slide. I'll just be over here.
Alright, it's progressively getting more and more of an attitude while checking on Thad through this hour.
No, I'm good. Nope. My constitutional fortitude is magnificent.
Casting sleep as needed.
Perhaps Thad and I should go on ahead. Well,
yeah,
you
so we
guys
tried
kind
that
of-
once, and look what happened.
Yeah,
It's
no,
true.
found
We
a
need
bigger
to.
contract.
We need
No,
to
I
get-
do think, even though this is a little uncomfortable, I don't think I'm in immediate danger.
Yeah.
I think we can.
The rumble in
I
your tummy.
don't
The rumble in your
know
tummy
if
doesn't get
it's-
any worse. It seems to have
Yeah.
subsided for now.
I don't know if it'll help at all, but I'm gonna use lesser restoration just in case it helps.
Oh, that definitely helps him.
Okay,
It actually
perfect.
like significantly. Thad, you stand up, feeling good
Ooh.
now. It's like you just took like a 800
Oh.
milligram ibuprofen. You're feeling fucking spry, dude.
Yeah, you just hit me with them drugs. It feels like I took a big shit. My head's clear. This is great. Okay.
Part of your stomach ache away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Drugs.
So, I think, well, no, I'll ask later, but I'll just help any way I can throughout this process. This is most of this is beyond me. So I'm
An
just
hour
observing.
passes by, and the metal is melted down, and Valhalla creates her smith's tools. As the you have to cast it now. So she does have Tinker's tools. So it's going to be interestingly using those Tinker tools with an Arcana check. So what the fuck is
I
this?
have
Yeah, it's really
full
weird.
expertise, so I should have double.
Sorry. You need to do a Arcana check utilizing dexterity as your modifier.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, an Arcana Dexter. Okay.
Yeah, so it's Arcana dexterity. So it's
So
basically
it's a dex check.
You have proficiency
if
on
I'm-
Arcana?
No, but I have proficiency in Tinker's tools.
All right, I'll
so
allow
wouldn't
that.
I get
yeah.
the proficiency in Tinker's tools?
Yes, and you have advantage now. Yes.
So do I cast Tinker's tools with Dex?
Dex. Yes. At advantage.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
Just as long as you have
Strength,
advantage marked on your
Dex.
sheet. There you go.
20.
20. Very good. So
Sick.
it takes some time. And you watch as Valhalla is able to take out the molten metal, pour it into a makeshift mold, start to shape it and modify it, creating a third ring. She takes the device, carefully places it on the table. Very, very carefully. Starts to modify it. It's like slight hits. It glows for a second, dissipates. Glows again, dissipates. But after an hour or so of everybody kind of biting their nails in anticipation and waiting for this thing to blow up in front of them.
Val has a
Watching
single
from 25 feet away.
sweat
That's
coming
just
from
covering his eyes with his
her
hands.
right
Okay.
temple.
The one thing that wishes not to see.
Yeah. Oh, it can't hurt me if I can't see it.
So after that period, third ring seems to be attached.
I will lift it and hold.
Everyone holds their breath.
Doesn't glow.
Oh, my God, you've done it. What have you done?
But what did I do?
Yeah. Can you spin the rings around? Does it look cool?
Is it like a top?
I'll try spinning.
A neat trick.
Try imagining the weather.
The rings spin. Doesn't do anything.
So it's still blizzarding outside?
There is.
And take it outside.
Take it outside. Nothing happens.
I do imagine a sunny day.
Or Sunny D.
Ooh.
Oh,
You
really?
know, for a sunny
Walking
day.
around, everybody's walking around trying to figure out what to do. Takes a little while. And then finally the rings begin to spin.
Oh, shit.
After about an hour of trying to figure out what the fuck this thing. Do you put your concentration into it, Valhalla?
My concentration's been into it
All right.
this entire time. So yes.
So what do you think of?
Cora told me to think of a sunny day, so a sunny day.
All right, you do. Roll me 1d4, please.
So many suns will appear in the sky.
Cool.
Oh, good, just one.
So you watch as Vahana.
That's good.
Vahana closes her eyes. Suddenly, the item, the summer star in her hands, starts to levitate out of her hands, float in front of her. The three rings start to spin around each other, spinning faster and faster and faster. Concentrates. After about 10 minutes or so, the wind stops outside. Everybody feels the temperature rise.
Toasty.
The wind
Oh,
stops.
goody.
10 minutes more. Sun peeks through the clouds.
Is this like beyond what we're used to,
Never
considering
seen
the
sun like this here in
Oh wow.
in Icewind Dale.
I think she just broke the winter.
Did we do it?
Did a great thing.
Did we win the game? Did we solve the problem?
I think we have only abated the problem temporarily.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Looking around, like to the horizon, does it look like this bright sunny sky continues on?
Look out the windows of the cabin.
Mhm.
Squint your eyes against this new kind of almost, to you all, like almost blinding sunlight that's breaking through the clouds. About just beyond your eyesight right now, you can see what looks to be almost like a wall of cold.
Oh. Okay. So within eyesight, the influence of this orb doesn't go too far.
Right.
Okay. Huh. Well, we can bring our own sunshine with us now.
Val is just sitting, like she's 100% concentrated. Like her eyes are closed. She's not even like maybe feels the warmth, but like not even.
I'm gonna.
Trying
You should open your eyes and see.
I'm gonna step over Valhalla and through the broken window I jumped through to get outside. And looking up, is it like warm, or is it just not bitterly cold?
Oh, it's warm. You look outside, the snow is beginning to melt around the base of this
Oh,
thing. The
shit.
trees nearby. You see the water just dripping down on the bows. The ice along the railings and the planks here has been melting. You just hear the sound of dripping water all around you. Another 10
my
minutes
God,
passes, it gets even warmer.
It's so humid out here. Oh, Kalish, you're gonna want to see this.
Oh, goody.
Vahana, you should open your eyes and see what you've done.
Like, Cora touches Val's shoulder and says, "You can stop now."
What happens when I pull concentration?
You stop concentration?
I just like slightly pull it. Like I'm not so 100% focused on it. Like I'm still, you know, with it, but I'm not like laser focused.
So as you drop that laser focus concentration, you look up, Valhana, you look up, clouds from the outer perimeter of this radius start to inch back in.
Oh, damn it. It was
And
too
I
beautiful
bring
to
my
last.
focus back to the.
It pushes away again.
Huh.
You can't keep doing that forever. We'll find another.
Well,
Here.
How about we
Way to
take
do it.
turns?
I think
Yes,
I
you
look
can do it the
over.
whole time if you want.
I look over the Hierokin. Maybe I'm just a simple half work, but it seems that you were learning and telling us about these things. Does this mean that the large one that was referenced is possible?
Not only possible, if anything, it proves that it's likely the source of.
This thing is not that. It's not that big. So, wait. Oh, my head hurts. That means this one is fighting the influence of possibly the big one. Okay, this is beyond my paycheck. All right, I'll let you smart
look
folks
around,
figure it
you
out.
estimate that this thing is pushing around you about like 5 miles in every direction where you are.
Oh, that is pretty impressive.
How big is 10 times?
Well, back to the map.
Shit. That means, holy shit. Yo, we could just rent ourselves out as mobile sun crew to the 10 towns and get wealthy.
Yeah, we're like those like
Mobile sun crew, soup crew.
Yeah.
We got the
This is like
needs.
the pot of like
5 miles.
food would just ruin the entire local economy.
Oh man, look at this. Yeah, you could do it like
Oh wow, people in Bremen are going to be able to see that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
People in Lonelywood are definitely able to see that.
Oh yeah, they're at the edge.
Oh yeah, the people in Lonelywood, like half of Lonelywood is going to be warm.
Wow.
It'd be half as lonely.
You as I'm concentrating with this and kind of
I'm just thinking the atmospheric implications of what sort of instability we're bringing into the environment right now. So
there's already
goes
like,
out.
it's already super unstable. Like
Yeah, it's
Like,
gonna be.
the world.
Yeah, we're doing some silly shit here.
Also, we're
Oh.
gonna be able to like have our little mobile like hot spot with warm soup. Like
You have the warm.
legitimately, we're just gonna be like, yeah,
have
you
the
come to
warm
us
soup
for
machine.
warmth.
Yeah.
We should. Oh my god, we could have a boat now because we could have the ice melt around us as we sail.
Very slow.
Hold on, Valhana, are you're still concentrating on this,
I
right?
was gonna say,
Yeah.
Valhana, as you're concentrating on this, you look down at the item. Give me another Arcana check for me, please.
Why are you doing that? I was just
Ability?
in this state. Ask you, do you think you can bring the radius of this in? Do you have any control on how far this thing influences around us?
Valhana, you look down. You still have advantage on this since this is the item that you fixed and made. Look down at it. It's no longer glowing. The rings are no longer moving. Used its use.
Oh.
The clouds.
No, you still feel that like pull. It's hard to explain. It seems that this device was engineered and made almost a single-use item.
I go make more.
Capitalism.
Well, we do know, at least you being the artificer might be able to recreate this thing.
Possibly.
I can 100% create it.
On a
Who
larger
else-
scale.
Yeah,
But it
but
seems
I
like
mean,
now
more-
that the use is over, it seems to be permanent here.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Is it centered on this? Like, well, we can test this as we leave. We'll bring it with us. If
take
it
it with
moves, yeah, see if it moves with the item or if it's centered on the point of which it was initiated.
Hyrokin had another idea previously as well that this might be useful for. I don't know if he remembers.
Nope.
Drugs?
Well, the use of one of the items that you had recently is now
Oh,
done.
the crystal detector. You can
Oh,
bring that.
attune. You can attune it to this sort of item.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
So we have an
need
example.
that.
Yeah, we have an example of one.
Yes, we could find another.
Yeah,
wedding
and
machine.
yes, and we know that we're trying to find one of these massive ones from Neferil.
Yeah.
Yes,
And we have a book here. We have some toilet paper, letters, and we have an actual item. I think we have where we can begin with this. The search for the large one. That is.
Yeah.
Or a large one. I should say the large one. There may be more than one.
We have a lot of directions to go now.
Yeah, but my stomach is still a little bit upsetty spaghetti, so maybe we should head back to Burnshanner before we
Yeah.
dive into
Camp
Solomon.
is definitely top on our list. And then
Seven
from there we
beverages.
can.
Aura gives Val's hand a squeeze and just goes, "You did a good job," and then starts heading to the carts.
So as you head to the carts, and Thad, your stomach is feeling all right. That lesser restoration helped out quite a bit.
Yeah.
You look out to the east, and where kind of like the edge of this new radius of warm weather extends, the sun shining in the sky, It's kind of this like dim, like it's that kind of like the dim, strange like half light. It's brighter than anything you've experienced here, but it's still not full daylight quite yet. It's just like it's like early dawn on a normal day somewhere in like Tahoe. You watch as a strange shape starts approaching out of the forest to the east. Lurching, moving towards you. Its head raises up. Bright light shines. Cold, hateful light. It seems to be getting closer. You see one spotlight of it. Then a second. Then a third.
Is that the Shardolin dragon?
No, it's the Frostwalkers.
Are these the White Walkers or whatever they were called?
You see 3 of these dark, shambling shapes walking towards the cabin out of the forest. Then, from above, in the cloud that appears, you see 3 little, strange, winged, iced creatures, with pointed fingers and claws, dart down out of the clouds, lurching their way towards you. That's where we're going to end.
Oh,
the evening.
It seems like we may have gotten the Frostmaiden's attention with our little stunt here.
Seems so. All right, well, we'll pick up on that
Heat
next time, as
levels gone up.
you've seemed to have have gotten the Frostmaiden's attention for interrupting her winter in a very localized area.
The heat
Oh my
level
God,
went
there's
up
so much
because the heat level went up.
There's so much to think about the implications of what just happened. I'm gonna have to stew on that one for a little bit.
Yeah, we got a lot going on there.
Yeah, and there's a lot to go from here. I do have one question I did want to ask earlier, because I know I had a poor roll, and this is maybe, I don't want to be meta, but because the material scientist in me is coming out.
Yeah.
This amulet I picked up that did not melt in the fire, it's got to be magical, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over that time,
So-
and over that time, you now attuned to it. Pardon.
Oh, it's attuned. Okay.
Yeah,
What is
if
it?
if you have space for it, you are now attuned to it. It is a amulet of health.
Oh, that's a good one to have.
Oh, what does that do? Let me look at it.
It does not
So,
save you from
amulet of
exploding in
health.
fire.
Yes.
It is a
Oh, Con's 19.
while you wear this amulet.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this one, guys.
And the last thing, and here's the last thing that happens as the forces of the Frostmaiden approach. Seems that you have earned her ire. She has found the location of the disturbance in her realm. The sun shines for one last time, but a big bright, a bright beam of sun shines down upon all of you, through the holes in the cabin's ceiling, through the windows, and on the frosted window you see written, "Thank you. The Morning Lord blesses you." You all receive.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
You all receive permanently.
Oh shit!
Where the
Wait, so was this the weird little specter slapping us around and shit? He's like talking to us.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So he's from the,
here.
my understanding is he seemed to be in the ethereal plane.
He's not here, but he is. No, but ethereal. Yeah, I don't know how.
No,
does this work?
so he you are now all there and the last thing is thank you. May the Morning Lord bless you. I may now rest. And everybody, you now gain a supernatural gift, the blessing of the Morning Lord. Every dawn of each day, you gain 10 temporary hit points.
Oh,
Bro.
shit!
Oh,
That's not
Hang-
blessing of
So
the-
every day for the rest of forever, we get 10
Yep.
temporary hit points.
It's a permanent supernatural gift.
And we still don't know whatever this entity was that we were interacting with.
It
Just-
seemed like a spooky ghost with
It's
unfinished business.
Yeah.
Marcellus.
Macretus, which is ironically very similar to MacGyver. Macretus MacGyver.
Oh no, I'm trying to think. The SNL one was McGruber. Yeah, McGruber.
Right. So you so each character receives a blessing of the Morning Lord. So
Now, does that include that that brief little bit of shit sunshine we got, or is it going to be the next day?
Next day you'll get the 10.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not done.
Yeah.
What happens?
Is there a way to add? I know there's a way for magical items like the Amulet of Health to change stats, but I added it from
a
compendium. Okay, I'll just make a note of what my current con is and just change it to 19 then.
Yeah.
So if I wore that thing, that would double my health.
Yeah. It's a thing that you can talk about and
it retroactively.
Retroactively, yeah. Any con.
Yeah, but it doesn't. So I have to pat. Oh, okay. I need to.
You'll have to keep track of both your HP.
I'm gonna put my actual total and
then change it up. Okay, so thank you all. I'd love to. This is actually really interesting. Kalis, I had you roll that wisdom save because I was very, very intent on you picking that thing up.
Oh, I wanted to.
I know. So just as this is like a after session here. That thing, if any of you had held it and actually continued to hold it, when I said like it's glowing, and if you were like, cool, I keep holding it, that would have what is it? Let's see. So obviously it was not correctly functioning, as you already could tell. So if you ended up holding that thing, it would have dealt.
It would have dealt O damage.
That much damage.
Sounds like an AoE disintegrate.
And that was a low roll.
In a 10-foot radius sphere.
Oh Jesus!
However,
how many parties is this wiped?
No. So here, a lot, but not. So here's the cool thing. Because of the nature of this item, and this is like, you're not going to, obviously this is not like something that's a spoilers or anything like that. The cool part about this is if anybody did get incinerated by this, you wouldn't be dead. You get shunted over to the, what is it? The, no, the border ethereal. Where you would meet Marcadius's ethereal ghost, which is a glowing, angry head of his. And your characters get to assume whatever form they want in the border ethereal of a spirit. And there's a whole list of stuff that y'all can do. You can interact, you can see everything in the material plane, and you can make rolls to interact with things and try to like direct people to like, interact and touch stuff.
Interesting.
And so it's a way that so basically if somebody did pass away like that, I would have to do some stuff where I would have pulled you into another room and told you what you could do and doing some funny things. But
you're all cowards.
No, but I mean, but it's fine. This was still really this was an interesting and really cool moment for Valhalla to once again, like, it's like this is the artificer's moment to shine for sure. But the funny thing is, they even write in an interesting thing where, like, if the entire party gets fucking vaporized, there's even an additional thing where somebody would show up, or there's an like a contingency plan for that. But the best part about it is if you get to activate this thing like Valhalla did, at the end of it, it says, Marcadius' spirit can finally rest after it witnesses the activation of the new and improved Summer Star. As it departs, the party receives a special blessing from Lathander. Any party member who died within the last 24 hours is instantly restored to life at full health, regardless of how the character died. In addition,
so we could have tried that dragon. We could have taken him on. As long as one of us got here.
I love that. That's the reasoning there. No, it would have been longer than 24 hours.
That would have been one hell of a emotional roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
But I still like the way it went. But
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it's interesting. But yeah, we'll pick up on this next time. That was like solid rolls and well done in terms of fixing that thing and figuring it out. And yes, if I'm all for, it's a great idea to try to attune this thing to a tracker, because even though it no longer seems to have any power, it still has like residual magic. If you want to,
its essence is of that thing. Right,
yes.
whether it's been used or not, therefore it should still.
It's the most basic level introduction mythalar that you could make.
Ooh, we're getting some deep level shit now. This is cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. This now is a possible secondary avenue to finding that entrance, as Hiroki kind of alluded to last time.
Remembered.
So, yeah. All right.
Oh, also, sorry. Last question. Did you say that the influence of the sun was starting to wane with the incursion? It's still strong.
It's still strong because Valhalla still seems to be concentrating on it.
Gotcha. Okay. But where we see some bad boys coming in to make some noise.
So I don't want to beat around the bush with it, because I don't want to just like try to. You guys were like, what is this thing? It's a mythalar, so it's basically you've cast the control weather spell at its most base level. So the casting time was 10 minutes. The casting time was 10 minutes. The radius is 5. The range is 5 mile radius. Duration is concentration up to 8 hours.
I see. Okay, so it's explicitly a non-permanent thing. It is the spell itself.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, this thing seems to have had enough magic within it to allow for the casting like once, like of just like the spell.
This still makes us. We're gonna have to think about what the implication is if the current large-scale darkness and cold is a mythalar. Did we just punch a hole in another spell? How does that interaction work? But I think it's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, it is. That's actually a really good point. You should think about that. Okay.
I mean, as a player, I'll think about that. Thad is just.
I think Thad already has the answer.
Al is dead.
All right. I'm gonna end the stream, but don't go anywhere because I want to chat with you guys. If some of you want to depart, you're more than welcome to. But I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna mute for a second. I'll be right back. But
yeah, I'll
I
be
have
here.
some other things to talk. All right, be right back. Alrighty, yeah, we'll end the stream here. Thank you all for hanging out with us as we have this cool Russian music that we're ending with right now. Much appreciated. Much love. Take it easy. We're out. Bye-bye.
Got a brand new phone, slide on the corner feeling brand new dope. Trying to find that gold, slide on the corner feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone, slide on the corner feeling brand new dope. My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you. I'm so fucking mad, I know, yeah. Cause you're driving me insane. Don't you say I never told ya. Loving you is such a waste of my time, such a waste of my life. Thanks for breaking my heart. And those feelings that we both had when I leaned in and you pulled back and you said that I can't have your love. My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind, lost my mind. I've been different since I met you.